What's going on, everyone? This is BMT. I'm not going to be too long with this. Maybe like a 45 minute. Maybe not. I don't know. But I wanted to speak about, what's been going down the pipe. It's been a lot. And this has been a lot to bear. It has not been an easy time for black men in entertainment, church. It hasn't been an easy time. And as you surmise, a lot of men don't know how to take to, you know what I'm saying? I got to. She sounds pretty good, don't it? A lot of people don't know how to take to this right here, man. It hasn't been pretty good. You got Diddy Gate. And you can't blame the women because you got a bunch of men coming out now about Diddy. You got a whole bunch of men coming out now about Diddy. I'm like, the dudes from you got Serve coming out, you got Hakeem coming out. I'm like, God damn, who did Diddy not get? And you know what's so crazy about it? Other men were down with it. Other black men were just right there, just, you know what I'm saying? You know how they all say, oh, not me. I would never have done that. But you got all these older black OG men out there clapping cheeks. They're all part of Diddy Gate. Now, I don't know why a lot of black men are trying to avert their eyes from this for a while because, see, the other groups, and they're not doing that. The internet's not doing that. And it's not a time to go run to Jesus because all your pastors right now, you know, one of your main pastors, TD Jakes. Oh, he's been down on the slide too. No, you're right about that, seeking my career. It is time for black men. Y'all might need to go. It's time for us to go. It's time for us to start stepping away from trying to be entertainers, football players, all that other stuff. But it is not working. It's not working out so well. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to doggone brave and speak good on you. Ain't nobody. If anything, they're now making memes, movies, every goddamn thing about black men right now. And the power of that be, they're like, I told you couldn't trust these Negroes. Told you couldn't trust them. So the nuance of the dream of, well, these so-called high-class men, if they had access, they would make better choices. That's a lie. That's a lie. We can tell that's a lie because you see it right here with the high elites. You see what they're doing. You see with the men that have access to women, you see how they're getting down. They ain't want no women. They don't want no. They want the taboos, the unholy of unholy. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This has to be a bad written portal. And see, a lot of black men, they don't want to talk about this shit. Y'all been like, one day if I could just get up there to the stars with these successful black men. But see, we see what these successful black men are doing to other black men. Y'all were having fun laughing at Will Smith, but shit, y'all were laughing at D-Wade's son, but god damn it, the heart has been getting their teeth clapped. Y'all been out there singing glory to hallelujah. It ain't been ending too well. Y'all got it with goddamn Disney is trying to figure out, should we make a movie about this? This is how bad it's gotten, and for far too long, this is why I be saying, stop trying to be all these damn entertainers. Stop trying to be all these people that want to be the glitter and gold and all this stuff. But it's not turning out too well for you, black men. Jay-Z's next. They already started to bring up Jay-Z's name. They're already bringing up Dr. Dre's name. Y'all ain't gonna have no sacred cow in church. Y'all can't call on no billionaire, no black billionaire that's been entertainment is safe. Only all scapegoats. Ain't nobody, everybody, all the black men are quiet. I ain't never heard black elite men so quiet. Only person who's talking is Christian Keys. Nobody wants to touch Diddy. I know a lot of y'all on the Weaver net. Oh man, don't worry, ain't nobody worried about. See, it's now different now that the white people coming out. Now you got the white girls coming out and the white boys coming out. Diddy touched me. Yep, he got me. Aaron Hall's touched me. See, what's crazy is I am my brother's keeper. These men are telling on each other. These men are getting online, running in front of DJ Vlad, and just telling on each other. Yeah, they told us not to put something in that drink. But oh, y'all remember Bill Cosby? Y'all remember the Bill Cosby, the Superfly drink? Shit, they had a whole bottle. They had bottles of that all over the party. You didn't know which one to drink. But see, R. Kelly said, I'm not the only one. Why y'all focusing on me? Right about this time, it's time to leave entertainment alone. It's time to actually start stepping away from trying to be so quick to go catch that pigskin and run out there and be the next clown, jester, and minstrel. Y'all don't gotta take my word from y'all. Can just go look online. Ain't nobody want to take no chance or risk it on y'all. We all know how the end game goes. You make some money, you get invited to a party. Next thing you know, you wearing a leotard, you got a butt plug in you, and you walking around serving goddamn drinks. They put every other goddamn time. Do you not notice they put y'all on Saturday Night Live in a dress? What are the odds in that? Almost every time y'all end up Saturday Night Live on a dress. You just had Young Jock. Who else they had? They had what's that rapper they just had in a dress? So all that damn talk about masculinity shit, they done killed that shit. I don't even know why those conversations are still being had. They done neutered that. So any type of talk about masculinity through that or social media highlight, yeah, thank you about that. Kid Cudi, thank you about that, Iman. See, I know it was the one who saw that. Yeah, they had Deion Sanders in the dress too. They got him too. I told y'all need to leave this entertainment stuff alone and start focusing on other damn things. No. We're gonna make our bag. We're gonna buy back Wakanda. Buy back what, nigga? What you buying back? You got it with Disney is now making a movie about black men. I don't know. I guess y'all said y'all want a family, but they ain't say how you was gonna get that damn family. They ain't tell you how you gonna get that damn family. I know BMT the bad guy. How dare you talk about this shit? Always banging down on black men, but you ain't got shit to say about those other men that been out there on social media. Those billionaires and millionaires and all them other goddamn men that been getting ran through. You got man after man after man coming out saying Diddy got them. All those men that y'all look up to, all those men that Kevin Samuels swore up and down he wanted to be next to or just be in the same room with. You got goddamn Joe Budden talking about he want to sleep he would fold, what's that? Little Fuzz. Much love to you, Iori. Merry Christmas, bro. Why you got black men talking about they gonna fold other black men? I told y'all this entertainment stuff is a gimmick. Yeah, that's a real thing. Little Joe Budden said he will fold Little Fizz because his news leaked on his news didn't leak online. Not too long ago, they were making fun of Sexy Red. You got black men leaking news online now. What the hell's going on? Why every time y'all ended up butt naked online? Saying y'all don't remember how the hell y'all got out there. You know damn well how you ended up on that damn street with no drawers on, nigga. Y'all should be focusing on other things rather than always having the doggone put on the show. But you were told the best thing that you can get out of black folks is entertainment. Not focusing on business. Not focusing on actually proprietorship or actually just getting a career or a trade or just being a wholesome human being. No. Jump in front of that damn camera. Shake your ass. Be a goddamn diva. You want to be the prize. Kane the Conqueror, oh, they got him. They got Kane. They got him. They got Kane the Conqueror. He done been conquered. Yep, you right about that, Mike. Kane the Conqueror, you've been conquered. You do not have to worry about conquering no more dimensions. You will be locked up for a year. Again, another person been taken. This has not been a good year for black men. This is not 2023. It's just not a good year. 2023, if you got any money and you over 7 million, you might want to go lawyer up. If you've been at any party that involved NFL players, church goers, Tyler Perry, TD Jakes, goddamn it, any goddamn Bad Boys for Life, anybody, you might want to go lawyer up. You might need to go get a lawyer team right now. Just don't even wait. Just go ahead and put that money down because it might be your time soon. You don't know when, but it might be your time soon. Other groups of men, you see them distance themselves and start saying, we need to focus on politics. We need to start focusing on geopolitical issues. Nah, I need to learn how to get my next CD out. I need to learn how to get my no social media beef going. How I can throw that football, dribble that ball, rap, this, play. Shot bop, ba-doop, bop, boop. That's what the Negro is still trying to learn how to do. You ain't making no development, but just learning how to goddamn who gonna be the new Rico Strong or some shit. And I know y'all gonna say, well, of course, BMT, white men do it too. Thank you, Gene, for the $5. How do you know that all these men aren't just at battling with their sexuality? And Diddy makes them feel like they can be themselves. Now, Gene, you asked a damn good question. Because, and that's a good question to also look at. Because we hear so much about the gay gene is a sin. Now, I have to know, how the hell are so many of these men allegedly so comfortable with goddamn ending up at Diddy's parties? I mean, pastors are ending up there. Pastor wives, they get said, come on, baby. You ain't nobody if you don't go down to Diddy's party. These men aren't being tricked to go to Diddy. They're not being tricked. They getting called at late at the night. Hello? Hello? Who's this? Hey, man, what's going on? Diddy, what the the hell you doing? What's up? Bad boys for life. We about to have a party in Atlanta. Are you gonna be there, baby? Come on, Diddy. You know I'm with my wife. Come on now. I can't. What's Jay gonna say if she know I'm going out? Come, just bring her along, bro. I got some drink for her. Diddy, come on now. Stop. Told you I can't be there with you no more. Come on, man. Just stop playing games. You know I need you there. You all I need. Diddy, you know I like when you sing. All right. Come on, Gene. Come on, baby. What? Nigga? It's goddamn 1 o'clock in the morning. Diddy said, come on. Oh, hell no, not Diddy. Yep, 50 Cent kept saying, y'all niggas don't. Everybody was looking at weird at 50 Cent when 50 Cent said, don't go. 50 Cent said, don't go. If Diddy invites you to a party, don't go. You think y'all niggas were listening? See, now you got it with females are now you got it with women are now dropping photograph pictures, receipts, dropping recordings, not just with him, but with you black men. With y'all in the studio, with y'all in the street. So, y'all about to say Diddy about to be the fastest billionaire we ever seen. Ha! Leave P. Diddy alone. Man, Diddy did himself. Whatever Diddy got going on, now we gonna go over to TD Jakes. Whoo! Y'all know y'all love the Lord. The Potter's house, aka the Shade Room. And he spoke a word of God, and he touched him on his lips. And when the fire, I was like, TD Jakes, are you reading the Bible? Or are you reading one of them goddamn Zane novels? What are you reading, nigga? My Bible don't ever sound that damn exclusive like you. Y'all never noticed the way that TD Jakes be reading the Bible and shit? Why his kids are always fucked up on drugs and touching themselves and shit? We should have known that long time ago that there was something going on with TD Jakes. Now we finding out TD Jakes was on Diddy Island. Oh Lord, we tried. We was hoping he was going through a phase, but we know something. Now we know why he made what he made. No, we ain't having a problem with Simone Biles. I mean, she said she got a prize, but see. That one thing, God for no. I mean, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be really honest. It's not like we haven't been seeing a lot of these NFL players in compromising predicaments. It's not like we haven't seen. Just because you got a wife, don't mean you ain't about that type of life. That's been proven time and time again. A man can have a whole woman and child, and still that ain't enough. Diddy got umpteen amount of kids. That man ain't satisfied with just no woman. Diddy like it all. There's a lot of androgynous goddamn men running around in Hollywood. So that I mean, whether they got a wife or a woman or access to women, that seems to be not enough. You would think these men that have all this stuff, but see, you don't know that. We don't know that. How do we know? I am happy that men and women are coming out about this abuse. We are happy that they are coming out about this abuse. But see, why did it take this long Why did it take this long for black people to speak up about this type of thing when we knew it was going on for years? This was talked about on the Breakfast Club. This was talked about on radio. This was talked about in interviews. These things were talked about what these men and their wives were doing for years. What they were doing with the money. About illegitimate children popping up. About men, I mean, no offense, but we already knew Orlando Brown was already fucked up. Now you got where these people are showing up. Hey, man, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Diddy got them kids fucked up. Danity Kane, yep, they coming out. The girls from Danity Kane, they already started dropping, they didn't sign those NDs. I know Mary J and Mace and all them boys, well, Mace been done, he already got that. But see, then Mace got his own. He's already dirty in himself because Diddy was like, don't forget, nigga, you was doing shit too. You was down in the dirt too. So what you talking? They already got a Netflix special possibly coming out saying Surviving Diddy. Oh yeah, Iman. Yeah, we know, Mason. You not clean too, buddy. You not clean. Yeah, we happy for Simone and her husband, but we're gonna see. Here's the real thing. Let them come back to us after 7 years. Getting married for 1 year, 2 years, that's cute. Come back to us after 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. Then come talk to us. Come talk to us after a baby or two. Half the time y'all be pulling Tiana Taylor type of shit. Well, I got my wife and also I got my spiritual girlfriend from Tahiti. She speak poop 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 poop. She got my other baby. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's not like black relationships are celebrated like that. Russell, Sierra. What y'all call Russell? What y'all call Sierra? Hoe, simp, slut, goddamn punk bitch. So it's not like y'all celebrate. It's not like they're celebrated around here. So we really ain't gonna pretend like they're being promoted. Shout out to them. They just had their baby girl, Princess. Beautiful, beautiful baby girl. But see, you gotta understand that they gotta bring up your tragic history. You gotta survive the storm. That's one of the tragedies of when you're in that type of limelight as a black man. You have so much access to these type of things. Temptations are a lot more easier. Same thing goes about for the women. It's not been easy. I'm just saying, not a lot of black men last that long on this type of road. I gotta be for real. Not a lot of black men last this long, especially nowadays. Y'all don't last that long. Exactly, Cyrus. We see what they call rust. So it's not like the good guy gets respected like that. We see what they call Michael B. We already seen what they call rust. So we're not gonna pretend like certain guys are respected. At this point, I still haven't seen black men say, you know what, Lori Harvey, you know what? I'm happy that you got away from Diddy and his son. Y'all owe Lori Harvey an apology. Myself included, I already said apologies to Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey, I'm so happy you got away from goddamn Diddy and his son. Because if they want this type of demon time, oh yeah, you dodged one, baby. You definitely dodged one. Music is not what it is. This is why I said, I don't know what to tell y'all about the music industry for black people. But I think we might need to slow down on this shit and start focusing on other things. What's going on, Complex? Shout out to you, homie. It's done got too murky. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the way that the old culture of hip hop and rap, or the old culture of music for black people, is about to be eroded and destroyed. And we need to know right now, black men, are you willing to agree that the old culture of hip hop, maybe it's time for it to go away? Or you're not ready to let that go? I know y'all say bring old hip hop back, bring the old school back, but see, there's a lot of underlying things that seem to have been going down. They started to bring up Quincy Jones and what he used to do. They started to bring up a lot of these old producers, mentors, the grooming, the coddling. A lot of these old things are starting to come out. One of your favorite celebrities, why he has a picture of the man having his hand on his pants. Every time he presses the buttons, he has his hand on the man's leg. I don't know what that got to do with music. Why would you need a rubber on another boy's leg? Oh, Tevin Campbell? Yeah. Hey, man, that man's a whole demon. You weren't going to tell him no. I need to know what did these that's the thing that's so scary about it. What did these men do to get these other men? I knew they got Usher. I knew they got goddamn Lil Wayne. Hell, I knew they got Little Young Money. We knew they fucked them little kids up. But goddamn, I mean, they literally, how bad did the 90s kids get fucked up? I mean, yeah, we got Disney kids. You got the Nickelodeon kids. I guess ain't nobody got lucky. See, we saw a birth bit when we saw Aaliyah and Foxy Brown. But see, at that time, when it was the black women, nobody gave a fuck. I'm gonna say it like that. Nobody gave a fuck. When it was the black women, her parents know what they're doing. All those men in there, ain't nobody gave a shit. Why is a little boy sleeping in a grown man's bed? Ain't nobody questioning it. You asked Usher today, so what happened to you when you were staying with Diddy? You know, man, I saw some things, man. The fuck? What the fuck that? What, did you see it? What that? What was that? What did you see, boy? When we talk about these pastors and shit, God's no, give it to Jesus. Give it to Jesus. You know what? And you know, I'm raised as a Christian, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man, a lot of us got our asses whooped, bro. Like, if you said anything bad about the church, if you said anything bad about that goddamn pastor, you said anything about anything that involved that goddamn Pentecostal church, you had a demon in you. You was a demon. You was a demon. Because everybody knows God's holier than holy children can never sin. God's children can't sin. I mean, granted, Pastor Eddie Long and a lot of these niggas have HIV and were passing on all kind of chlamydia, herpes, HV2 and shit. All this, I mean, no offense, but the black community got it bad when it comes to STDs and STIs. We don't want to have that conversation. We always talk about watch out for the baby, but we don't talk about the other shit. I don't know about the atheist part. What's going on, Ruby? Merry Christmas, dear. Oh no, criticizing the pastor is a goddamn, you running a suicide run. You going against, almost like if you're talking about the black church, it's like you literally are going against that of the community itself. And understand, I'm not an atheist, I'm not agnostic, I do have my faith, but damn it, man, these pastors been getting caught for years and years and years from all these holy men and religious leaders, these celebrities. A lot of these people that we keep being promoted about, they keep getting caught. And at no point do we ever just say, I think it's time we start to sit y'all asses to the side. You can't say nothing about the pastor. You can't say nothing about T.I. or his wife who've been caught having sex orgies with people. Yes, that's been documented. T.I. and his wife, Tiny, they've been having sex orgies. Well, it's not even about them with little children. It's just that what we recognize, we have a bad habit in the black community. If you have money and status, that supersedes all. Like, why would that person with status, be bothered with you? You're the ugly girl. You're the boy crying out for attention. You just want to be heard or cause an issue. And so, because these things are not allowed to be challenged, which we have this ideology that you can't challenge the old dog. If the old dog says it must be so. But see, what if the way the old dog has been doing it has been wrong? And we always know it was wrong. We always knew it was wrong, but we're not allowed to say it was wrong. I'm sorry to hear that, Red. I was beat, scrutinized, and called a demon going against the AME church up until a bunch of people left and there was a low attendance due to allegations. I listen, bro. My mom was willing to kick me out the house because I said I'm not going to that church, man. I'm not going to that church. I'll send you my tithes and offering, but I'm not going to that church. There's too many things that done happen, man. There's too many things that done happen at that church. It's no secret, man. Listen, I'm not putting no Kanye on no pedestal. Listen, we already know all these rich and successful people, they're about to start devouring themselves. Mainly, I'm telling you right now, a lot of these black men are about to start devouring themselves. A lot of these pastors are about to start doing 90 degrees of separation. They're going to start forming their alliances and stuff. This is why I'm telling y'all, black men and women, we need to start putting our focuses elsewhere. This entertainment scapegoat, this church goat stuff, it's not working. We put over $7 billion into the church. Listen, I get it. I'm a Christian also. But maybe we need to take at least $5 billion of that money and reallocate it into things we need. Let's just try 1 year. Let's try 1 year of telling the celebrities shut the fuck up. Just run the damn ball. I know y'all don't like what that white woman had to say, but guess what? I'm not against her telling LeBron, shut the fuck up. Just play basketball, nigga. You just play basketball. We'll do our politics. You do the politics in your house. I know a lot of y'all don't like your GOAT being told that we don't give a fuck. I don't care what rappers have to say. A lot of stuff that they rap about is contradictory towards the benefit of building a functional society. Yet, when we see what they actually got going on, majority of them are broke. They don't own shit. I know y'all believe, oh no, their net worth. Are you crazy? You're crazy. Their net worth. That's not theirs. That's not them. That's not them. They actually don't own that money. And see, that's been proven. Did you not see what they did to plenty of these black elites? Let there just be one day they say the wrong damn thing or piss off the wrong people. Guess what? In 1 day, they back on the streets just like you and I. So guess what? The money's not really theirs. Exactly, Iman. Let them step out of line. In 1 day, they could be on in 1 week. They can't speak freely. I know y'all don't like hearing that, and I'm not going down no pipe dream, but listen, a lot of these men are they're puppets. This is not no joke. This is real. This is reality. Hey, put on that jersey. Why? Because I said so. Wait, say this goes against what I believe. I ain't asked you that shit. Put it on. Oh, I mean, if they want to be openly a freak, then let them be a freak. Listen, you're grown. When you're an adult, you're grown. I'm trying to let y'all know that this has been going on for a while now. I know y'all say it's a hustle, it's a scam. But see, these things have been playing out too openly, too freely. Playing out too freely. You can't keep on saying it's the women doing it. Now you got it where TD Jakes is Tyler Perry talking about suing. A lot of these men don't like it because they're being called out by other men. Now, why is that? 18 companies have already withdrawn from Diddy. 18 companies have already withdrawn from Diddy. The Tyler Perry is already going after and trying to silence, allegedly, men like Christian Keys, who've been alleging to, hey, this man, this black billionaire man, hey, he been doing the most. And let's be honest, let's be honest. Nah, I ain't being no vegan. I ain't doing that shit. You on your own on that. You tripping. You lost me, dude. No, thanks. Y'all have the right to believe in what y'all believe in. I'm not telling y'all, but I'm telling y'all to be wary. Be wary of the shepherds. Be wary of the men that are gassing you up, telling y'all to do this, do that. It's okay. See, they got y'all running off. They got y'all running off. I mean, I'm just trying to let y'all know, man. Y'all men who think y'all stopping the goddamn Color Purple, that shit ain't happening. You're not stopping the Color Purple. I'm just being honest with you. You're not stopping the Color Purple. You're just not. And that's just not happening. Y'all getting arrested easier and easier and easier and easier. It's not, like I said, black men. Y'all need to look around at the way it's been going for y'all lately. So now they know y'all going to be running back and forth to have some type of voice. Now y'all going to be getting recruited by politicians, say this, do that. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's not working, brothers. I know y'all may not want to hear that, but it's definitely not working in y'all favor. And y'all need to be more realistic about how y'all are being perceived. Listen, man, I'm seeing, like I said, I don't say black people are done. I'm not on that doom and gloom talk right there, Tyrone, man. I'm not on that. But I will say that this right here is too much. It's done gotten too far. It can know what's spilled out of the can can't be put back in. It can't be put back in. And like I said, we badly want men to do better. But this facade of being caught up, want to so badly be accepted by any means necessary. That has badly helped us. We can't turn back the time, man. We can't turn this back, man. But I think, and you know the crazy thing about it, a lot of Lord have mercy, man. You know what's so bad? This man been caught a lot of times doing shit to other men. And these men never said anything. And what's so crazy? the facade of what masculinity needs to do. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. Y'all boys. Hang on, let me switch over. I'm gonna show y'all. Oh, I want y'all to see this. Testing. Can y'all boys hear me? All right. This is just men. Quincy Jones. Now I get it. These are all allegeds. Justin Bieber talking about it. You got Usher and doggone. You got a lot of men coming out. You got a lot of men coming out. So who are we blaming on this one? Do we say it's the women? Do we say that it's their fault? It's the parents' fault. Because a lot of these people, they're men. These are grown adults. Now you're not going to tell me that all these black men are now all starting to cry. Not I, not I, not I. He got me. 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 Now, why do we keep hearing about this freak off? What the hell was this freak off thing? These men be kissing on the goddamn stage and shit. Why they always want? Why grown men always every time they win they gotta go get on stage and start tonguing each other down? I never understood that shit. I said, damn, I never want to win. We just about there to that place. Maybe it's time to actually pivot this in a different direction. Mm-hmm. I know Dwight. We know Dwight Howard be going down there. We know his little nasty ass be down there having a good time.
Yeah, we got all this nigga, and y'all want Diddy to come to my room. He ain't even run us around. I don't want that old ass nigga around me.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, that's how.
T.I.'s Instagram Live went viral not because it featured many prominent people, though it did, but because a visibly inebriated Diddy showed up there and started being nuts. The film had double duty in fueling the long-standing Diddy is gay rumor and proving that Diddy's fruity antics under the influence of alcohol were nothing new. Diddy's position as Hollywood's undisputed party king has been bolstered by the frequent mention of his famous parties from the 1990s.
That man been getting y'all men love to party now. Y'all black men, y'all like to party. Fuck going to Epstein Island. Y'all go straight to Diddy Island. Y'all like to party, don't y'all? Huh? Y'all want to be the elite? Huh? Go ahead and party. Go party with Diddy. Party with Diddy.
So these artists, they're getting in the ass because that's their ritual. That's their rite of passage to get to the next level.
They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
Everybody in the music industry that you see that's successful is a homosexual.
Ain't none of y'all men can't just walk away. Ain't none of y'all men, y'all just can't walk away. Y'all just can't walk away. Why can't y'all just walk away? That's why I told y'all, not all money is good money. What's going on, Bishop? Y'all men so badly want to be. Y'all see, this is why y'all didn't know what y'all were getting into when y'all said high value. You know when y'all said, I high value, I special. All type of men want to be around me. All the women want to be. See, y'all didn't know what y'all were really saying. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, y'all high value, all right. You know how you go to the store? You got low value, moderate value, and high value prime target. See, we know exactly what y'all are. Bring that buck inside here. I like him. Yeah, I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha buck. Mm-hmm. Oh, you an alpha buck. Yup. And I don't take no shit. Oh, you don't take no shit. Yup. Ain't nobody gonna talk shit to me. See, they like that. They like y'all Negroes that be walking around online and shit, talking about y'all ain't gonna take no shit, that y'all tired of these women and tired of all this crazy shit. See, they like y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't know what y'all be saying the dumbest shit. Y'all repeat stuff, but you don't know the power of the words that you repeat. That's how I know you stupid. That's why I said y'all ignorant children. Why y'all repeat shit? Y'all don't even know what y'all saying. Y'all didn't know what y'all were repeating. Y'all alphas. Y'all don't take no shit. You do whatever you like. See, those were the ones that they love to break. See, there's something about buck breaking the unbreakable. You know, like the virgin. Because when you tell them that, oh, okay. You're the main one, huh? I got your ass. Literally. I got you. Bring him in. You see how they got them all acting crazy, doing crack and shit, acting all funny on stage and stuff? But you see what they do to them? They're the first one that they love to go break down. See, when you a high value target, you're a marked target. You're a marked target. They got to go ahead and get you.
That's just the beginning.
All right,
then there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes.
This just exposed P. Diddy for having an intimate relationship with Pastor T. Jakes. These allegations have not only shocked fans, but have also raised numerous questions about Diddy's gay relationships.
Do you remember, like, who's the first person you told, like, I'm done with this?
I think Puff was the first person I told.
From the glittering highs of music stardom to the secret backroom dealings, let's explore these claims, dissecting the histories of each individual. First up, let's talk about Mace, who rose to prominence in the late 1990s. His journey began in Harlem, New York, where he first showcased his rap talents, capturing the attention of audiences with his smooth flow and distinctive style. Mace's rise was meteoric. His debut album, Harlem World, released in 1997, was a critical and commercial success, going multi-platinum and solidifying his place in the rap genre. But what really marked his career was his association with Sean Combs, known as Diddy. Their relationship was more than...
They already got you, Mace. They already got your ass. You already know they got you hemmed up, boy. They already got you already hemmed up, man. They got this nigga crying.
Would y'all please do me a favor and stop worrying about me and give God some praise and honor and glory? I can feel you. I can feel you. Would you just give God some glory and praise and go ahead and lift him up? I am fine. I'm good. I'm good. I'm the man for the job. I'm good. Come on. Come on, give God some praise. I can feel you. Relax. Give God some praise. We're not going to let the devil take over our service. No, 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 no. I'm not going to let the rain stop me. I'm not going to let the weather stop me. And I'm sure not going to let the lions stop me. I'm going to give God an extra praise. Y'all looking at me like you my physician trying to see if I'm good. I'm good.
You know, it's bad when you got to keep repeating. Yo, Mike. Oh, man. Mike was like switching on God. Yo, I kid you not, man. Whenever you get caught, bro, all you got to do is switch it over to God. And literally, hey, that's all it takes, man. You get caught, God. Yep. Hey man, I don't know why, boy, but whenever we get caught, boy, we start play on some music. I'm like, what? Hold on, wait, how? Wait, hold on, y'all, wait. It's like whenever we get caught, man, it's just that you just gotta turn on the Jesus works, man. You just turn it on. What? Where's that video? I don't know what it is, man. Oh man, I tell you, man, listen, that is the bailout be all thing, man. You catch a Negro bullshitting, just listen, man, just yo, man, they must have did a number on us. I'm trying hard, man. I'm trying not to sweat, man. Like
You can't do this 50 years and ain't been in a fight, ain't been in a storm, ain't been up under attack. I'm fine. He that is with me is more than all those that are against me. I'm fine. Glory to God, hallelujah. Let's lift up the name of Jesus. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for praying for me. Thank you for being concerned about me. I can feel you. I can feel you. I'm okay. Come on. Come on. I'm good.
They must have got him.
I'm good. I have to be uneasy. You ain't got to be in trouble. Come on. Come on. Come on. Praying in, watching in, discerning in, whatever brought you in. If anything,
I think, see, that's how you know. That's how you know black people are musically tuned. Because you just gotta say some musical shit, pray it in, rap it in, bust it in, flop it in. Skip bop, ba doop, bop, boop, bop, beep, boop. Oh! That's it. He can't be gay. It must be the spirit. No, not our pastor. I'm telling you right now, man. That's all you got. That's all you got to do, Iman. That's all we got to do. We caught Iman selling crack and dope in the street. I'm not gonna lie on that. Listen, we got great music. Oh shit. Listen, y'all never catch me at no other church but a black church, boy. Boy, listen, we be having some great music. I'm not gonna front. We have great music. We are musical. We are musical people. That's why I said musical minstrels. But see, that's the thing about we get too easily entertained, man. I shit you not. If y'all want to tell black people that the world is coming to an end, do it in a song. Do it in a song. The world is coming to an end. We had a good run. You motherfuckers are a fuck, but you can't run. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty catchy. Wait, the world coming in. What the fuck? Don't worry, you're gonna die anyway. He did get us with that. We are gonna die anyway. I've already done heard that case already done dropped that, hey, the nigga can sing, so why do we put him in jail?
against you. My mama would say it this way: he'll make you cut off your nose to spite your face. And you have to be still and know that God is God. And as long as I am the senior pastor of this church,
this man is on there crying, shaking, trembling and shit. You got the old mammies up there. You got the lost Negro up there. You got the light-skinned girl up there. You got everything.
and you have to
good.
be still and know that God is God.
You ain't going nowhere, Pastor.
And as long as I am the senior pastor of this church,
Yep.
God! As long as I stand on this desk as the bishop over this house, I know who I'm called to.
I know who I'm called.
And my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow.
My sheep. My sheep. You know where you are called. No matter what bullshit I do. Shut the fuck up. You see, it's so bad nowadays. They tell you to your face, you just sheep. I don't know how, and they say, yeah. I told you, all you got to do is all you got to do is put it in music. Black people will accept it. I know you heard it. Yeah, sheep, niggas, goat, tortoise, like, all you got to do is you can call a Negro dumb in a song and they will still, yes, thank you, Jesus. Wait, yeah. You can't make this up. Listen to what he just said.
All too. And my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. You can think whatever you want to think. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I came to do my job.
Mm.
I came to prophesy as I was commanded. I came to hear the master say, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
If you are a politician, take notes. If you are I'm telling you, you know what politicians do? Politicians watch pastors. Politicians, they watch pastors. And they say, that one right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That one right there. That one right there. Because that man literally just told them that they're stupid. And they literally were like, yeah. If you are a politician, you just got to say, you just got to go to the church. They'll take whatever you say to them at the church. In my old church, the pastor once said, anybody who left their church will be cursed by God for 30 days. And remember, ate it up. Yep. Bro, it's Christmas, a miracle. What the fuck? Did I just see RBR comment in here, and BMT is cool with this? What did I miss? Hey, don't listen to nobody else. Thank you for the 20, bro. God bless you on that one. Well done, my faithful sheep. Who gives a damn? I done gone to a Diddy party and done seen some unholy shit. I am your master. Don't you go nowhere. Now put it to the collection plate, you unfaithful bastards.
I came to stand up like a grown man.
Oh, Lord. When they got to tell you they're a
Who
grown
has
man.
a God who sees everything.
You know we are fucked when they got to tell you that they are a grown man. When black men have to remind you that they are a grown man, you know it's about to be a bullshit speech.
Everything. I came to do my job.
What's your job? I just want y'all to understand, y'all do know being a pastor is not really a job, right? I just want y'all to understand that being a pastor is not a job. Just letting y'all know. That is not a job needed.
Patty?
On my feet. Yes, look. Oh my God. Look, listen. That's why I told you this. Something about religion. And maybe me and Super Mike need to go about this. I need to understand, what is it about religion that has such a strong... Do black people know how to properly use religion? I don't think we understood it when we got it. I don't think we understand it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it.
This man crying on stage and shit.
We got the same mama. Some of the same people who doubt me are the very people I'm fighting for, trying to get them houses, trying to fix their communities, trying to give them a chance. And I'm a small thing even now against what I'm trying to do. And I understand what imposter syndrome feels like.
Imposter syndrome?
Because my shoulders are not as big as my mission. But if God be for you,
I told you, y'all can't do nothing for that man. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing for Jakes. Y'all can't do nothing for him, man. Y'all can't help him. I'm gonna show y'all somebody y'all I know some of y'all ladies, y'all love this man. I'm gonna show y'all how men feel in front of other power. Now y'all see Chris Brown, hair all blonde and shit, tattooed up in the face and stuff. You know, got him all doing crack and coke and shit. You know,
shocking accusations against Diddy, slamming him for forcing him and others in the industry, and you won't believe what he said about Diddy.
Yeah, we get into the office, so we do the performance. Like, we nervous, but we just do the shit. Boom, all right. He said, yeah.
Diddy has allegedly been involved in some really shady stuff, and this time, it does not just involve one famous celeb. Rather, it involves multiple people from the industry. Chris has given some very disturbing details about what has been going on in the industry and how he fell prey to it. What has Diddy been doing with people like Chris? What has Chris revealed about Diddy, and why is it so shocking? Stay tuned to find out what has been going on between Chris and Diddy. Diddy's life and his sexuality have been discussed far more than his career, and there have been so many rumors that it frankly became really hard to tell if those are true or not. And with Chris's recent revelations, it's deeply shocking. While fans were already talking about rumors that there is something really shady going on in the industry, and as per the theory, Diddy, Birdman, and other important people in the industry are grooming youngsters and newcomers in the industry, and possibly doing more than that. The rumors aren't just theories either. People have gone on record and confessed about such things that have happened to them. Looks like Chris Brown isn't the only one who has seen it all. Usher has been one of those guys who was the first one to shed light on the disturbing truths of the puffy flavored camp. He gave away details about how he had lived through some wild times while he was with Diddy.
To learn
Flavor camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place.
You are going to go to Puff Daddy. You're going to go to Daddy. You're going to like it, boy. Yeah, they been done got Chris. They been done got Chris ass. They been done had him. I don't know who they didn't get. Bearman got everybody. Got all them boys and young gun Cash Money. Let me get into it. Ruby is so messy.
Was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
So come on, Ruby. Come on, Ruby. Come on, Ruby. What was that? What was that? Like, you see how he said, so nobody, I can't say all that. You can't say all that. Because they know what happened. What happens at the Diddy party is the Diddy party. It's called a Diddy party for a reason. You might see some things at a Diddy party your mind can't fathom. Did I just see T.D. Jakes reading a Bible butt naked on a chandelier? You think you did. You probably did. Now, there's no way that all these people say that they saw things, different interviews, but they don't know what they saw. I wish I had, listen, I don't know. I wish I had that power. You might see some things at a Diddy party, Iman. You got to just play it cool, baby. You got to just be cool about it. You may think you saw classic Ruby there, but what you didn't see, why was she there? Why was you there, Ruby? You ain't on the clock. You wasn't doing your job. Huh? Why were you there at Diddy's party? I don't know about all that now. I don't know about all that. So you was there at a Diddy's party. We won't confirm or deny that. But we don't know. We're just going to say that you probably wandered there. You wandered there. We don't know how you got there. Now, trying to let y'all know. Listen, man. Some of y'all are probably going to see more celebrities come out. They're going to come out. They're going to start talking about these type of things. Jamie Foxx revealed what really happened at Diddy's hidden parties. Cat Williams was talking about it. Why did Diddy always being seen kissing a boy? Nobody want to talk about that. Like, nobody want to know why. Y'all got to answer me. Why did Diddy always being seen kissing boys and men? Why is that? Y'all gonna have to tell me why is that? These pictures with them always being seen kissing other men. What is that? Some Illuminati shit? The fuck?
In 2009, rapper Exhibit had a night out with Diddy that took an unexpected turn. The rap mogul took him to a club that turned out to be a haven for the LGBTQ plus community, leaving Exhibit feeling quite bewildered. We bounced out of that joint straight away.
The fuck?
I didn't even
Diddy likes whoever he likes, Ruby. So if he wants you there, you probably go there to go try to study him. Someone asked the game in order for everyone on the estimator to destroy Diddy. This is where Diddy needs more next. No, that obvious by how much he only hates F. Fuck. He only hate F's and runs through women through like they are trash buckets, never smiling up with women or kissing on them. He does. He had Cassie. He loves Cassie.
even say goodbye to anyone. It was hella says he later recalled. And if that wasn't enough to fuel rumors about Diddy's sexuality, he once made a slip up that had everyone talking. During an interview, he accidentally let it slip that he had slept with Usher, causing a stir among fans and critics alike. For years, rumors about Diddy's sexuality have been circulating on the internet, with many speculating that he may be gay. Despite the lack of evidence, people have long suspected that he may be hiding something. However, in 2021, a tweet praising Lil Nas X's performance at the BET Awards became the perfect opportunity for internet trolls to once again poke fun at Diddy and his alleged sexuality. Diddy wants to kiss Lil Nas.
Diddy, why do we keep catching you, nigga? Why do we keep catching you, nigga? Why we keep catching you, Diddy? We keep catching him. He did smile with Cassie. He was holding her, and he even said he wanted to marry her, and he loved her. Stop it, Ruby. Stop it. I'm not going. Don't make me pull up on y'all show. Display of affection of her. He requires women to act like concubines he hates. Oh my goodness, Ruby, you're just a viral mean person. It's weird how they are treating the LGBT member. He must have. Yeah, that's a real photo right there. That ain't fake. You get choices. You will get warning when it's time for the decent folk to go home. But these same people, I'll find one pic of him happy with Cassie, and I'll find a picture.
X now. Be fearless, Diddy. Come out of the closet and show the world it's okay to be gay. Stop playing like you're not. In 2009, rapper Exhibit.
Let me go find a picture. See, here we have these beautiful pictures. Since Ruby wants to always be right, and I can prove her wrong. Look at this. Look at this beautiful picture of Diddy and his wife, Cassandra. Ruby was jealous of this, but I found it. Thank you. Look at them, happy, holding each other, talking about marriage. They reading the Bible. They studying. He gave his life. Look at them happy again. Look, oh my God. He proposed to me. He proposed for the diamond ring. Why she don't got no shirt on? Like, look, who's that? Who's that? Javier? Who the hell is that nigga? Look at them happy, having a good time, singing songs. On what? Oh Lord, you know when a nigga got a cape, he must be evil. He's smiling. Look at him smiling and shit. See, there you go. You wrong. This is her when she's homeless. When she left Diddy, she became homeless again. But she got her freedom. So there you go. Cassie was happy with her man. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture right there. Congratulations, Caps. It's always a black woman tearing down another black woman that's happy. Just be happy for them. That is in public. When they are holding each other, he's just more happier when he's with men. Oh, that's Jennifer Lopez? Damn. My bad. But they that's what Diddy did. And I'm happy for you, Diddy. I'm happy for you. Because we know you like your man dark? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Good evening, Shonda. There is no shortage of women who will want to be with him, but just be in the limelight. Cassie was complicit in these to a degree. I just think that she just didn't know what she signed on to. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the thing about it. I think that's the thing about it. Mm-hmm. So, let's see. What's the next thing? But aside from that, nah, man. Diddy can't get no help. What's that dude? Christian Keys. He done came out. I'm gonna just grab one more dude. What's it? Now y'all up to par with the Christian Keys? Because he's in trouble. Now, this man, I don't know. He might not. I'm just saying, this man, keep an eye out for this man right here, y'all. Keep an eye out for this man right here. Hang on, let me grab him. This man, if something happened to him, I'm just saying, we know why. We know why. Hang on, let me see. I'm gonna play this guy's.
Actor Christian Keys speaks out for the second time, y'all. And this, I think we need to listen to. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back. Well-off black icons, okay, movie moguls out here, and of course a female actress. But obviously, a lot of people have been circulating around the two billionaire, or at least the two very wealthy men that were trying to basically physically slide into his DMs, if that makes any sense, okay? And of course, now he is claiming SA and HSH. But now, aside from him liking some tweets and putting out a little comment here and there, which we talked about in a previous video, please go check it out. He has now officially come out with a full-on statement, which I think is incredibly important for us to look at and listen to. I think there's a lot being said here. He clearly has a history. He is a survivor. When he, in this other interview, he shows like this clip from Atlanta Black Star. He did an exclusive interview with them. And in this interview, he says some very, I mean, the fact that he even went through this and survived this as a child is unthinkable. But next to that, under the post, he puts up he makes a statement. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't want to play the actual Atlanta Black Star. Please go and check out his Instagram. He did post this just literally about an hour ago. So I'm going to read to you guys what he said in this statement. Okay. And from what I understand, he has gone through some ish, y'all. He has a history of surviving through these kinds of.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if y'all not brushed up about this man has done a lot of movies for a lot of well-known black directors. Y'all need to listen to what this man is saying. He got the checks and the receipts. So now he said he has recordings, Super Mike. I know. I hate when people make claims. You got to show some stuff. You got to show some evidence. But he's saying that he got receipts. He got recordings. He got emails and text messages and stuff. I don't know why he got drunk in a man's bed.
Maybe it'll be easier to understand why it's difficult to speak up about it, difficult to find the courage. These people target people with traumatic childhoods and use that to bond with them and earn their trust. Then they try their quote unquote attempts, if you get what I'm saying, as I called it, slide into their DMs, some SA and SH. Okay. Once you go through anything like I went through for years as a kid, this new trauma can almost make you shut down again. And even though in that moment you find the strength to say no to the attempt, you still may not be strong enough to speak up or brave enough. Now, one thing I want to say.
Now, I'm curious about this is like some prison. This is like some goddamn Shawshank Redemption shit. No, I get what you're saying, Sean. Though. I get what you're saying. Cassie wanted a lot of these young, impressionable people. They do want a quick come up, but they don't understand what they're signing on to. That's what happens when you take it one. You take one check, you can't say no to the other checks, man. Once you take that one check, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming for you. They're not going to stop. Okay. Oh my God. Ain't no damn way that Snoop Dogg got harassed by Diddy, man. Like Jaden, I don't know, Jaden. I don't know. Your daddy probably already done got you, man. Your daddy done got you, man. They done messed you up, man. Like I said, you about to start seeing how they're going to start. You're going to start seeing how they actually going to start turning on each other. I'm gonna be real with that. They're going to start. I told you. They're going to start turning on each other. They're going to start throwing each other under the bus. They're going to start putting each other out there. If y'all think these men are going to be loyal, nope. That shit ain't happening. That shit's not happening. Not amongst these men. They're going to turn each other over just to say, give me less time. I mean, do what y'all do. But y'all are going to see more men and women that are going to start coming out of this, throwing each other under the bus. There are going to be more allegations of just how bad these men are. What kind of stuff that they did with women, how many women were setting up other women. And that won't be denied. Yeah, we know Suge done did some stuff to them. Them men were scared of Suge. But that's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I got to say. You know. Yes. Diddy got touched. I mean, Chris Brown got touched. I don't know why y'all thought. Listen, I told y'all, once you get invited to a party, you don't say no. Once you get invited to a party, you don't say no. Yeah, I could drop the link for probably a few minutes. You can only what Ruby saying? Ruby, quit being bad. You can only go to court with parts you can prove. Nah, that ain't true. I'm sorry. We done seen you can go to court with shit you can't prove and still win. You don't even need to prove shit no more. You just gotta have the court of public appeal. You don't even need evidence anymore. I wish that was true, but you really don't need evidence now. It's literally your word versus their word, and literally their word is law. That's the thing about it. You don't need the court. You don't need that's the thing about I think that's a rumor that people believe that you got to be able to. You don't got to prove it. Black people, we keep believing that you need proof. Who's this? Like you don't need listen. That evidence, depending on what courtroom you go in, no. That's not true. And when you got a slam dunk case, you don't add in details and you can't prove because listen, how many times we thought somebody was supposed to win their court case? Lost. How many times we thought that somebody, oh yeah, they definitely got a good defense. lost. Oh man, that whole conviction, they got so many that prosecution got so many holes in it. They won. Like, man, I don't believe in nothing the justice system got to say now. It's literally, this is why they say justice is literally blind. This is why they say justice is blind. You can have all the shit. That don't mean you're going to win. We got people sitting in prison right now. They've been innocent. And they're like, yo, we found out you were innocent the whole time. Bitch, I had the same evidence 50 years ago. Oh, yeah, you did. But, it's now we understand you are literally judged by a court of your peers. That is why they got the jury system. And the jury system is shit. Diddy and all them men are fucked. There's no denying that. Unless they have a sacrificial bargaining chip, those men are fucked. Ruby, come here. Come here. Because you down there in that chat talking all that shit. Come here. Come here. Because you ain't going to be talking all that shit down there. RBR, if you want to come up, RBR. I can open up the gates of hell for RBR once a year. I can open up the gates of hell for RBR once a year. But I'm sorry. I got to be honest with y'all black men. Y'all do not listen. Y'all do not have, we do not have the best streak when it comes to the superior court. I'm not playing the racial card. I'm not trying to play that. But you can have everything and it don't work. I mean, it's open panel talk for right now. But you can have everything. No, you're right, Shonda. You can have everything and still lose. You don't even have to have no fingerprint, no residue, and you still be said that was you. They put your ass in the lineup. Now that was him. Number 2, speak again. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Let me turn off my YouTube. It's echoing.
Maybe also put on your hat.
Put on my hat? No, you know what? I have a towel on my head because just got out of the shower. Hold on, let me show you. See? Towel on my head.
Okay. You're off the hook today. You're off the hook.
Thank you.
You're off the hook. You're off the hook. Every time you trying to prove so hard to me. Guilty. Every time I come on, I will have a hat. I said, oh, okay.
On Thursday.
We'll let that towel count as your hat
today. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I work hard on this. Okay. So
here we are.
But to what I was saying, right? I'm not saying, okay, for example, if you know, like Cassie, right? Cassie has an airtight case about she was obviously publicly dating Diddy for these following years. She has a lot of evidence to prove about the freakums and all the stuff that was going on during that time, right? And Diddy definitely knows that during that time, she also knows where certain bodies are buried. So he's not happy the freakums came out and whatever, but he'd probably be even more unhappy about other things she knows coming out. So shut that shit down, pay her off because, this all really happened. Fine, go away. Right? So this is what I was saying to the people in the chat. I'm like, y'all are going by when he started dating Cassie, right? that, or publicly they admitted to we are together now. But everyone's forgetting two facts. Number one, that he was in a marriage at the time, like right before Cassie, and that time, and him and Kim Porter were like on again, off again. It was really complicated. There was rumors at the time he was sleeping with one of his young, beautiful, up and coming artists at the time when all of this was happening, when Cassie would have been about 17. And then the second him and Kim Porter were officially done, all of a sudden he was dating Cassie. Like, it was like literally that quickly. She apparently had a man. So when everyone was like, yo, did you write this song about Diddy? She's like, no, I wrote it about my man. I swear my man was around the whole time from the time I met Diddy. I had this man. I mean, yeah, it's that guy over there. Sure. Yeah, him. Yeah, we're dating. I swear it's that guy. Right. But like, really, even I remember even at the time people were side-eyeing it, but also at the time people didn't give a shit as much, right? So it was kind of like, whatever, he was dating like a 17-year-old, but she's in the industry and who cares? No one cared. It's not like anyone was looking at him and be like, well, if she was 17 when they first started fucking, then I care. No one cared, right? So like, you have to remember that at the time, to try to keep that evidence, no one cared at that time. In fact, a lot of girls at the time, including me, because I did the same shit 10 years before, almost 10 years before that, right? Like, I was walking around at 15 pretending I was 19, 20 to get into industry parties, to get my foot in the door in places, right? Okay. So a lot of people were not keeping evidence of that stuff because nobody cared. Elvis's wife was 14, right? Like, literally in the industry, no one has ever cared about women's ages as far as stuff like that. If she can hold her own, if she can get in there, if she can hold her liquor, no one gave a shit, right? So we're just kind of forgetting the era that we're talking about and the way things were 20 years ago, right? Because that was the time I was in the industry. I was trying to get into the industry and like actually launch my career and whatever. So that was the time that I made a point of being about the industry and going to industry parties and flying around America, auditioning for things and whatever, right? So I was kind of like, I was a nobody, but I was very beautiful. So I could get myself into places and, you know, especially that I had the Canadian allure and whatever.
Right.
So I was able to get into places and know people and know things and whatever. So again, when I'm talking about this, I'm just saying like, hey, listen, y'all can believe whatever you want, right? But when you guys see all of this public stuff that's been ignored about Usher, Bieber, all of the 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 14-year-olds who kept getting sent to Diddy's Flava camps and the Freakums and da-da-da-da-da. Right. But then when I suggest that, no, actually, Cassie met Diddy when she was 17. And yeah, no, her sleeping with Diddy for all that time and being his girlfriend was not a come up, because where the fuck did her career go after Me and You? Does anyone know where it went? Because I don't, but there was none, right?
Yeah, okay, there was none after that. Now, I will say this. Now, yeah, that was brought up about her being pressured. Now, they did already press on that about how after the Cassie lawsuit came out, other women started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing about it was one of the women, there was a 17-year-old. Did you hear about the 17-year-old?
Which one? Sorry, which allegation was that?
So it was a 17-year-old who literally got flown from Michigan by Aaron Hall, his right-hand man, to New York on a private jet. See, they got the picture of Diddy. That's the 17-year-old right there. And literally, they both ran a train on the girl. They ran a train on her so badly and just gave her a tampon and destroyed a lot of her insides.
Yeah, I believe it.
But she has pictures and proof. So if now, mind you, around this time, I can let me see if I can go. This guy just talking. I don't want to just talk about it. I want to see some. I want to grab some pictures.
The actual evidence. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. What people don't realize, like when I'm saying this, I'm like, I'm not even necessarily calling any one of these people, including as fucked up as it sounds, people be pissed off at me. But I'm not even calling like R. Kelly a pedo. You have to remember like the era, the way that things were. The way that things were until very recently is if you looked like a woman, that was good enough. I'm not even kidding. Like, bro, to this day, you still have states in America that will allow parents to sign off on 14-year-olds getting married. Let's be real. It's always been like this, right? So it's just like now everyone's all up in arms about it, but it's like the industry has always been like this. Now there's a bunch of old ass people. You're like, oh, they've been together for 40 years. But you forget when they got together, one of them was 30 and the other one was, 15, right? Like you just forget the details of that, right? Because it was okay back then. It was okay until very, very recently when we started going, it's not okay anymore.
Now, let's
What do you consider recently, Ruby? Because back in the 90s when I was a kid, we still found that kind of creepy.
Well, maybe you found it crazy. But I'll say as a woman, like as a girl, I already knew. No, I'm serious. As a girl, by the time I was in the 5th grade, people thought I was 16. I'm saying, so when I was 10 years old,
trying to talk to you.
I don't mean men. No, I don't mean men. I mean, like, as in, once me and my whole class, when I was in the 5th grade, my whole class went to the library, and there was 3 of us, me, Emily, and Jesse. I was just telling someone else's story. And they literally trying to kick us out of the library because they're like, today's the kids' day and da-da-da. You guys always want to, and we were all stunned. We're terrified. It's the first time going to the public library like that. And then it's our teacher who came and said, no, they're part of my class, right? So even at the 5th grade, when I was 10 years old, people thought I was 16. So by the time I was like 15, 16, by the time I hit high school, I already knew what it was. If you can roll and look like a beautiful woman, no one asks your age. No one cares. The clubs don't ID you. The liquor store doesn't ID you, right? Until literally I was 17, the cigarettes didn't even ID you. Like no one IDs anybody. If you're a beautiful woman, if you look like a woman, you got boobs, you got hips, you got the curves, you know how to walk in heels, you know how to hold yourself properly, you know how to dress yourself properly, you come off like you've got some maturity and wisdom about you, got some sense about you. That's all it is. You know how many times I was sitting in bars and clubs and stuff when cops were there doing like a raid and checking IDs and they didn't ever come to my table? And I was like severely underage by like 4 or 5 years and they still never came to my table. So as much as, you as a guy, you might have been like, oh, that stuff's weird. I'll never be that old, creepy dude, right? When it comes to being a girl, especially if you're in an industry like singing or acting, you recognize that it's not the same because people are telling you you're old and washed up when you're 30. So that means at 12, 13, you're trying to get in because that's when people are going to look at you like you're 21 when you're 12 or 13. Because by the time you're 30, you're at 100, right? That's how it is.
Nah, I still disagree with that, but it's okay. That's your way of looking at things.
Let me play this for y'all guys, and then y'all tell me what y'all think after this.
Okay.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 4.
Fair use.
A 4th woman is now suing music mogul Sean Combs, claiming he sexually assaulted her when she was just a teenager.
The woman claims the president of Combs' Bad Boy Records picked her up when she was just 17 years old and still in high school. This was back in Michigan in 2003. She was flown in a private jet to New York and met with Combs during a recording session. The woman claims that Combs and others got her drunk and then took advantage of her before putting her on a plane back to Detroit. Diddy has steadfastly denied the allegations.
Yeah, I would deny it too.
Now, that was being said that he denied it, right? Now, that was.
They have just tried to bar President Trump from the.
Now, we ain't talking about you, buddy. It's not about you. Now, they said that he tried to deny it, but then everybody said that, oh, wait, it's made up, it's fake. This is not a problem. Now, to be fair, when we saw R. Kelly come out with Aaliyah, that did kind of fuck with us. Like that was like, whoa, what's going on, Diddy? Like, what's going on, R. Kelly? Like, they were trying to figure out what's going on. Now, when he came out with that girl, she was able to come produce the pictures. Like, she was able to produce the pictures. And the problem with it was The question was how was a 17-year-old able to get such detailed pictures of inside the studio at that time of the night? At that point, they were like, oh shit, you know what happened? Revolt TV dropped Diddy. Schools start banning. They didn't want no more money from him. Already 18. Hang on, let me make sure I show you. Because we need to understand just the severity that already 18 companies already distanced themselves from Diddy latest venture. And this was done in December the 11th. And people are still breaking off from him.
Yep, of course.
Diddy was married to that Cassie chick that passed away.
He wasn't
a few years back.
He was never.
No, he was married. No, he was married to Kim Porter.
Oh, Kim Porter. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, was
Kim
he ever
Porter
married to Kim Porter?
Yeah, Kim Porter is married to.
Yeah, he was actually married to her. That's what I mean. So when him and Kim Porter, that's right before Cassie. So when him and Kim Porter were on again, off again, for you to have gone public in 2016, 2015, 2000, and like those eras, and try to be like, yeah, I'm cheating on my wife with a kid because she's younger, hotter, sexier, childless, that shit wouldn't have flown anywhere, which is why he didn't tell anybody. It's just me and my wife are struggling, but we're working things out. That's where the public narrative was until it was officially done between them. And as soon as it was officially done, he was with Cassie. Like, it just magically happened, though. Just out of the blue.
They know it's pedophilia, just like when Lauryn Hill was fucking with Wyclef. They kept that shit under lock and key and secret until people was of age. So they know it wasn't right.
What's your thoughts on
My
that?
thing-
But everyone did it, though, anyway. Exactly.
But my thing is, like, this whole industry is full of this stuff. People long knew about R. Kelly publicly because, like you said, R. Kelly came out with Aaliyah, and people was like, what is this? And, but nothing actually happened to him until somebody made a decision. Same thing with Diddy. And my thing is, it's like too many people turning against one person at the same time. That makes me think that some, you got these powerful people that's kind of under the shadows or whatever. Did y'all see Gilbert Arenas? He was talking about a conversation he overheard with like 4 businessmen and Epstein about it was about how they got Halle Berry. Y'all didn't see that clip yet, but yeah, it's going around. You can type that in, Gilbert Arenas, Halle Berry. And, they just routinely do this to people just, to get, if they want to get certain roles. So I think it's kind of well known. And I think like Diddy was kind of served the purpose of, what's that dude? The old man who got Tevin Campbell, Quincy Jones. So Quincy Jones would initiate people, and for the blacks, I'm saying, Quincy Jones, he was the gateway. And so Diddy was kind of like the gateway for this generation of the blacks. But the whole industry does this, you know what I'm saying? This is the way that they you cannot get to this level unless you're willing to make XYZ sacrifice. If not, then you stay here. And I don't know why they decided to go in on Diddy, and like I said, somebody's making hints at Tyler Perry, making hints at Will Smith, because you can do all of this stuff and they'll just keep it quiet until they want to.
I think that's
Can I say two things? Hold on. I want to say 2 things. So Shonda, first, number 1 is I don't know if they walked down the aisle or if they were just common law. But I know that they had 2-3 kids together, and they were together for a very long time. So even if it was just a common law marriage, and that's what they were saying at the time, and now they're like, well, who cares about common law? So no, I never walked down the aisle, so that didn't count as a wedding. I don't really know. So I'll say that. Number 2, though, I just wanted to respond to something else you said. So you were like, well, in New York, 17 was legal. Well, guess what? When I was 15 years old was the age of consent when I was 15, right? And actually right now in Canada, in Ontario, in Toronto, right, 16 is the age of consent. Do you think that makes 16-year-olds, or when I was 15, do you think that makes 15-year-olds adults? Does it make it less gross to you that in Toronto people are sleeping with 15-year-olds or 16-year-olds because it's the legal age of consent? I'm going to say probably not. In fact, I've listened to people, and it doesn't even seem to matter if people only like a year apart or something like that. There's this prevailing common thought in America that if someone's not 18 or older, it doesn't matter what the state laws are. It doesn't matter. That guy's a pervert. He's a creep. He's a pedo. He deserves to lose his whole life, his career, his platform, whatever, because she was 17 and he was 19. Let's not pretend people are looking and saying, "Oh, I wonder what the state says. I wonder what the state says." No one gives a shit.
I can't say that on like 17 or 19, because at that case, that could be a high school, sweethearts, that one of them was just a little bit up in grades from the other one. It's just when it's like a serious age gap. We've had this conversation before over here, me and BMT. It's when there's a serious age gap, especially when the girl is underneath a fully developed mind frame age. And it just seems like that gentleman is taking advantage of her to manipulate and control her into whatever he wants her to be, which might not necessarily be a healthy format for that girl.
So let me, first off, I don't think nobody's being attacked. I don't want nobody to feel like they're being attacked. Ruby is cool. Shonda is cool.
I'm just disagreeing with her. I'm not mad.
Let me explain this first. Okay. People don't understand consent. Consent does not mean they can have sex. So, yeah, the person could be 17 and the person could be 21. That still is not legal age for you to have sex.
Yes, it is, sweetie. No. Okay, I'm going to explain age of consent to you, and I know because my parents tried to call the police on my boyfriend. So, what the age of consent is literally the age at which a person can legally consent to having sex with anyone they want, who is an adult or their age or older, pretty much, right? So in some states, it's 16. In some states, it's 17. Everywhere, it's at least 18. But there are some states that have Romeo and Juliet laws, right? So you can consent depending on how close in age you are, or whatever. But some states have just outright, when you're 16, you can consent to sleep with anybody who's 16 and older, and it's legal. So if you want to sleep with a 50-year-old, it's fine when you're 16. So that is literally what age of consent means. It means you're allowed to legally sleep with whoever you want, and no one's getting in trouble for that. That's what the age of consent is.
Right now, I have seen a man try that same thing. He is sitting right now looking at he's already doing time. It does not mean you can, because mind you, she was 17. He came to the school. That's my girlfriend. We're cool. She's of consenting age. The teacher said, "How old are you? How old are you, sir?" I'm 27. She's 17.
In what state?
This is South Carolina. You know what happened? The RSO said, "Sir, don't move." He said, "Well, I'm not doing anything wrong. Don't move." 2 other police came up. They got it on camera that they were having inappropriate touch, that they were kissing, that she'd been sitting in the car and doing whatever. And guess what? His ass is right now. His ass got taken right there at the county. Now, again, there's a reason why on pornography they have to show their ID. There's a reason why in most states you have to show your ID for anything nowadays. Just because it said the age of consent does not mean a 17-year-old can consent to alcohol, to liquor.
No.
Let me finish.
That's not the same thing.
They cannot consent to sex.
They can. That's what age of consent means. That is literally the only thing that age of consent covers, is you consenting to sex. You cannot consent. That still means if you were to send a sexy picture of yourself to someone, that's still child porn. You're still not allowed to be in pornography no matter what the age of consent is, because that is a federal law. That's not a state law. So you have, if you're under the age of 18, you can't be in porn. If you're under the age of 18, you can't send explicit pictures of yourself, or it's considered kiddie porn. Even if the age of consent where you are is significantly younger than that, right? If you are a teacher, let's say, then you can't sleep with someone who's 17, even if your age of consent is younger than that, because you're in a position of authority. Just like if you are a cop, you can't sleep with 17-year-olds, even if the age of consent is 16, because you're a person in authority. So there are actually limitations to age of consent. It's not just, but it is about consenting to sex. It's only about consenting to sex, though. It's not about drugs. It's not about alcohol. It's not about pornography. It's literally only about you being able to willingly consent to privately sleep with another private citizen in a private setting. That's what it's about.
Let me ask you this, Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
What man in this day and age is willing to take that risk like that?
Lots of people do, and lots of people are taking the risk.
No. Because when it comes to that of the courts or the law finding out, I don't see a lot of black men. No. A lot of black men are not willing to take that risk of, oh shit, she's 17. Well, I'm going to go call the police. A lot of black men are not willing, because they know deep down in the back of their membrane of that mind, oh shit.
Not if they got sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, but again, you can say that all you want, but it doesn't change the law. It doesn't matter if you're scared. It's still the law.
No, they're not willing to take that risk, because they know it's not going to play out like that.
Well, see, the law is what people in that state say the law is.
It's not going to play out like that.
No, that's not true either. I'll tell you, North Carolina, trust me. North Carolina's age of consent laws work how North Carolina's age of consent laws work. And again, I know that because my family definitely tested it with me. The thing is, right, is people oftentimes, and I'm not even lying, unless you were there to literally be part of the case to know the details, a lot of people lie their asses off about what really happened in certain circumstances. And that is a massive problem. They don't give you all the details and blah, blah, blah. So then people walk away thinking, oh my God, well, that's not fair then. But if you really heard the details, you'd recognize, like, no, this wasn't like some innocent thing where blah, 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 blah. Like, no, it was very obvious that this person was actually violating the age of consent laws in the state, because again, they spell them out for you. So it's not just like, it's something for you to guess, or it's just, well, 16 and oh, well, that's it. They tell you based on your state. You can Google it and read it in detail.
So hold on. So because you're trying to, y'all could say dudes be taking risk, but dudes don't be taking, when it comes time for standing in the eyes of the light of the law, niggas go ghost. Men go ghost. Y'all could say a lot of them take that risk. Y'all could talk the good jargon on digital when we're in the shadow realm. But when the police start saying, okay, let the father write his name on the slip for who's the father, the daddy, I don't see those grown men trying to write their name down when that 17-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl has that baby. They damn sure don't be pulling up. They damn sure be ghosts. Hey, that child know I'm the daddy. They don't be writing their name down in that paperwork. They don't be signing up, I'm gonna give you my last name. Because they know damn well, oh shit, I'm gonna have to just wait till y'all get older or some shit. You know why? Because that don't mean Dylan means of a shit of beans at that point. If that shit were to go to the State Department, the welfare office, and they say, who's the father? And you say, BMT? Well, BMT is 30-something years old.
That's actually not really how you can keep saying it, but it's just not how it actually works. I'll bet you any amount of money the guy you're talking about was either an employee in the public school district, which you're not allowed to be, and then sleep with people who are under the age of 18. That is literally you committing statutory rape, because again, you are in a position, a sensitive position. Again, it's very clear. But the thing is, right, we can like pretend as much as we want that the laws you know what, it's not going to cover the black man. So like, no, that's not the way that works. Every time I've ever actually looked into these stories where people say, no, I got screwed over. I was only a year older than her and blah, blah, blah. And there's supposed to be Romeo and Juliet laws. But if you go look into it, actually, wait a minute, this chick never consented. So he wasn't,
now they did consent.
which is rape. You know, like, no, seriously. You literally look at it. If you actually look at the details of the story, when people tell their story online, right, or whatever, versus when you actually go jump into the case, the actual case law, and read it, and you go, oh, wait a minute, this person was lying their damn ass off. That's why they really got arrested, because they actually did commit a crime. Does it happen sometimes where, for example, people don't read the law, so they don't realize there's a female teacher who said this, a female teacher who slept with an 18-year-old student. And she's like, well, the person's 18, so I thought they could consent. But it was very clearly spelled out in the age of consent laws, right? That if this person is a student and you work for the public school of any relation, you don't have to be their teacher, you could be a janitor, it doesn't matter. You cannot sleep with them, or it's statutory rape, even if the person's 18. It says it in the law. So you could have read it, and then you could have not gotten yourself arrested for statutory rape. But she didn't. She went, 18 is supposed to be legal, so 18 is fine, right? No, there's rules for this. There's rules for this shit for a reason. Why? Because 18, even though you're legally allowed to be informed or, do whatever, vote, it doesn't mean that your brain's fully done forming. And they understand that. So they've written protections in for people who might be under some kind of authority, because that's what ends up happening, right? You're under authority of a teacher, a professor, you start feeling pressured, you think you have to do this to get a good grade, so on and so forth. And young people are more easy to coerce into things. And they start getting trapped up in their heads. It's much easier to manipulate them. So therefore they have actual things written in the consent law to protect young people for this reason. Even 18-year-olds who are still in high school, it's in the consent laws there. You can read them. It's very clear.
You're saying a lot of these things about the consent laws, and yet here we're seeing these men running and scampering and destroying each other like it's no tomorrow. And so, mind you, these men have powerful lawyers that are trained to know the law inside and out, that literally have paperwork after paperwork after paperwork. Yet nobody wants to touch them. Nobody will be bothered with them. They could kill it. They could give a hill of beans with anybody online has to say, or how anybody says, hey, this person knew better. It's the eyes of the peers. And at that point, nobody's gonna say, well, that person was 17, they knew what the fuck they were doing. They're gonna be like, nah, you knew what the fuck you were doing. So guess what? It is what it is.
I got a question.
Know if you're doing or not. It's the law.
Let me ask this question. Hey, I don't know what SA stands for. What's those acronyms stand for?
It's sexual assault. But we're not.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I'm like, what is SA? And it was something else. They said SA SMH or something.
Yeah, they're not allowed to.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. All right, I'm just.
But the thing about it is this: like, no matter how, listen, I get what a lot of people thought it was the golden era to get away with what you want to get away with. That shit don't work. No, that shit ain't happening. All these men
worked for a long time.
All these, yeah. Guess what? Yeah, it worked for a long time, and guess what? You missed the part where we said what old granddaddy or grandma was saying worked really probably wasn't the proper way it should have been working. Because now we're getting a lot of fucked up individuals and people that are perpetuating and doing the same thing. And so we're saying that how it worked or it was doing a service. Well, then now you got the men coming out that are literally pipe dreaming down other men, having whole parties where they're doing the same thing. But these are high value self-made men. We having men that we thought had means of power, and yet here they are. They busting down. Girls are gatekeeping other women to come down into these same avenues. Pastors on there calling their people sheep. I mean, at this point, you can't make this shit up.
That right there. You know he in trouble. Diddy Dex is in trouble. That's why he was explaining. That's what he was doing. He said he wasn't going to talk about it, but he was like, I
talking.
helped all these same people, and look at what they're doing to me. You know,
Yeah.
Right. But
he
he knows
was crying.
He knows damn shit. This shit about to come out. Some shit about whatever he's saying. It ain't gonna matter what the fuck y'all or any of us try to say or what the law says. The imagery of the context is damning. So him playing little Santa Claus, little helper with his wife or in some BDSM outfit, that shit ain't gonna work. Like I said, listen, y'all black brands don't last very well when these things happen. They don't. Y'all not a Robert Kraft. You're not the Super Bowl's GM. You're not y'all not like them. When they get a cold, we get goddamn Ebola.
But they do it though. They do it, PMT. That ain't right. They get it.
Wait, what?
I mean, these people get to do the same thing. So it's almost like I'm just trying to understand. Like, we can't pretend like there's no little rituals up in Hollywood in this music industry. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this stuff. Yeah. This is what they've been doing. Yeah. So it's like they just decide when to kind of release daylight on this pack of werewolves or vampires, burn them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're actually at the mercy of the state. You're not. I mean, the parents can go after you, but you got the parents, the victim, or the state. If the parents or the state don't want to touch it, if the parents or the child don't want to touch it, or the person don't want to touch it, the state can pick it up. So you still got to get past the state. If the state says, well, this person isn't of right mind to take up the case, the state will take it up. I mean, no offense, but what's that dude? The dude in Florida that did that to that girl, got her drunk and shit like that. The mom didn't have to say shit. The state had been done already started the prosecution process. So I don't know why y'all think like literally the state gives a fuck what y'all have to say.
But if you don't play those degenerate games, then we would know, the public would never know you. You gotta realize that the only people that we really see is big. The only people we see are the ones who played those games. So it's like, you know, they took that risk.
Well, but see, I don't even think it's that. See, I'll say this. What we have to recognize is something. Nothing in Hollywood's any different. If you think that, well, except for the Diddys and the ones we get caught, no one else is doing any of this. No, this is how the industry is. Period. That's why some people are just not in the industry. They do their little acting and they disappear. You don't see them nowhere. They don't go nowhere. They don't have no friends, right? They talk to all their non-industry people and that's it. Because this is how the industry is. But what happens is some people decide to either get too big for their britches. They decide they don't want to play the game no more. They don't want to mea culpa. They don't want to kiss the rings. They think that they're too big to be taken down, right? Kanye thinks he's too big to be taken down. Well, they're going to show you you're not too big to be taken down, and they're going to take you down because they know where all the bodies are buried and they have all the evidence to do so. Now, all of a sudden, they're just knocking on people's doors and saying, hey, you remember when Diddy did this and we paid you off? Well, we're going to rip up that NDA and go forth and report in Merry Christmas. And that's what happens. I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, it's not even about whether the state will take on cases and whatever. The state probably would have taken on the case way back when, with R. Kelly, for example, right? When R. Kelly decided to go pee on that 11-year-old little girl who was Sparkle's cousin. Sparkle could, our niece, right? Sparkle could have shut her mouth like everyone else does. Take the payoff, take the career bump, take whatever, shut your mouth and go on, right? That's what Sparkle's niece's family did, and that's why she don't talk to her family to this day, right? She's the one who pushed the information out there. She pushed as much evidence out there. She could have said, yo, prosecute this dude. Take him down, because my niece didn't deserve that. She came for a career. She didn't come to be in his little porn collection, right? And then you have her family going, nope, we didn't do it. Nope, never happened. Nope. Everyone's saying, the girl's saying, that's not me. You can't even tell us. Nope, it's not me. Never happened, right? So what ends up happening right now, if Sparkle had waited, if she had just waited just a little, just 10 years, they would have taken him down and he would have been convicted for that charge also, right? Because that's the way the industry works. You piss off the wrong people, they stop protecting you. They stop greasing the right palms. They stop hiding the right shit. They tear up all the NDAs. And now what? Now they're gonna massacre you. That's what happens. That's why you just don't play the game. That's why some of these stars, they may never get as big. They may never ever be as close to the sun. But you'll never see them caught up in this stuff because they recognize a long time ago they were given the invite. I'm telling you, you go to these parties, there's a time. People tell you you can go home or you can stay, but if you stay, trust me, it's gonna be some shit.
Listen, to the person in the chat that's talking about Epstein Island, I don't give a shit about Epstein Island because I'm nowhere around Epstein Island. I got to worry about the black community. Epstein Island, it's not my fucking problem. Y'all deal with your uncle, your daddy, your cousins. Deal with the motherfuckers in-house that you can't touch. White people don't give a fuck about Epstein Island. So why y'all give a fuck about that? Deal with the people in the immediate vicinity. Y'all worried about shit that ain't in y'all peripheral. Y'all can't even take down the churches and mosques and shit and goddamn grandma and aunties and shit. Y'all ain't dealing with these laws and shit. Y'all worry about shit that's way out of y'all peripheral. Deal with the thing. I don't give a fuck about no Epstein. They'll take him out. That's not your power grade. You deal with in-house shit. Y'all be worried about shit way the fuck out there, man. Deal with this.
Yeah, let's worry about these pastors.
Deal with the motherfuckers that actually be walking amongst you. Like, that's the thing about it. You got men that be calling y'all sheep and fucking y'all goddamn wives and daughters and kids and shit and your husbands. Y'all don't say shit to them. So, again,
y'all remember Eddie Long?
Yeah, Eddie Long fucked a lot.
He did though, but you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's past. I think he had AIDS, right, or something like that.
Yeah, he had AIDS. He gave them.
But it was like dudes came out like kids and stuff. You know, I think it was like 4 dudes that came out. They was like, "Oh, he groomed us" and stuff like that. You know, but I mean, my thing is, like I said, with I just don't understand. It's to me, it's. I mean, of course we're gonna punish them and stuff, but I'm just like, you would never know these people unless they took that deal. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know them. It would just been somebody else who took the deal, and then we'd be screaming about them. So it's like the people, like these unsung heroes that you don't know nothing about, that's on the street. They're probably somewhere, working at a school, function, doing their plays and stuff. But because they had principles or something like that. So, I don't know. It is these folks' fault, but on another level, it's like. The whole thing to me, that's kind of where I'm looking at it. I'm just like, if it wasn't public, like I said, like I heard something about Will Smith, but I guess they would, because I guess that dude that y'all was talking about earlier, I don't know his name, but he was talking about he's gonna sue Will Smith and Diddy because they forced him to do something.
The guy who played
right. So then I seen a statement from Will Smith like, "Oh well, Quincy Jones brought me in, and I was too young."
I told you, they all tell her.
Okay, Cyrus or whatever, kid.
No, I think it's obvious that Jada is wife of the year because I've been saying this since the beginning. Y'all are not recognizing. Everyone wanted to shit on Jada so much. I'm like, y'all aren't recognizing that the second anyone starts talking about Will inside of these damn sex parties and stuff with Diddy, that all of a sudden Jada has a new drama going on for y'all to put all the focus and hate on her. Like I've been noticing that from the first time I heard about Will Smith at Diddy's parties. All of a sudden it was Jada and August Alsina, and then Jada. Every time it's like, Jada been taking that hit because obviously she knows her husband likes dick. I mean, obviously she knows that, right? So, but that's her husband and that's their empire. And they decided that they are going to hold this empire together no matter what. So she's trying to protect him to the best of her ability. And she's trying to drown out all the noise about her husband so that way he can keep being the Black American hero and keep their empire alive, right? But like, the reality is, it's not enough, right? This book, the last drama she did, it's just not enough. It's not keeping people silent enough. They're not greasing the right palms, and people are starting to come out and say, "No, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to expose now. I want to get my 15 minutes. I want to be able to tell my story, what I saw, or what happened to me, or whatever." And Will Smith is going to be very soon. He's going to be the next one taken down. He's going to be like, the only reason why he's not taken down is because other people have done worse than just showing up and sucking a little dick. You know what I mean? But like, that's what's going to happen. He's coming down very soon.
But I mean, the thing about it is, like, Jada can never. She's just too irredeemable. Like, I mean, she would have to, I don't know, take a bullet for Obama or some shit, or Farrakhan, for them to say, you know what, she maybe not been that bad after all. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing to.
She's not that bad.
Yeah,
because you have to believe, because people believe that she did all these terrible things. I don't believe she did, and I think even if she did fuck anybody, period, that she did so because her husband doesn't like women. Now, with that being said, I don't think she actually slept with her son's best friend. I think that it was very convenient to make this plot with her son's best friend because he can be trusted. It's her son's best friend. He's been in the family from time, whatever. And they wanted him to come out and do what he did because, again, the rumors were starting to amp up about Will Smith. People were starting to side-eye him. It was going to start hurting his opportunities and his chances and whatever. And if, God forbid, the real truth about Will Smith comes out, that's it. His career's over. Their empire's over, whatever, what they've been trying to build over. So I think that they actually orchestrated that. And I think the thing is, no one's seeing that a lot of Jada's antics are intentionally orchestrated, not true, orchestrated to protect the legacy. I truly believe that.
I don't know who the fuck she protecting.
I don't know, because like you said, BMT, and somebody said in the chat too, so these rumors have been out about Will Smith so long that so many people already have accepted them as truth. So if something came out about, okay, just confirming, okay, yes, the dude does this, he did this, he did these, homosexual things. I mean, of course it would be something, but I don't see it actually destroying what they've actually built. It just kind of adjusts some people's view. That's it.
Listen,
So
gay is now a power now.
Not in the black community, it's not.
Shit.
Not for black.
Seriously, I agree with you, Ruby, on that one.
And not for black men, because Will Smith is not just a black man. He's not just a black actor, right? He's an American hero. He is a manly man. They're not letting no gay black man play an American hero and be the kind of legend that he is. Nope. No way. Not yet.
I don't know. Look at Rock. Yeah. The Rock. Look at The Rock.
I'm gonna tell you.
He'd played the Tooth Fairy.
Ruby. Yeah, but that's not gay. He's not gay. It doesn't matter what you play. Ruby. No, listen. It doesn't matter what you play. It matters what you are, right? And the thing is, you can dress up in a tight tutu because to be nice to your daughter. No one gives a shit about that. But if you're sucking dick, right, and then you go, yeah, actually, I'm bisexual, right? That's what's going to change your outcomes in the industry. And if you are someone like Will Smith or Denzel Washington, there's certain types of people that you can't recover. You can't recover. You're a married man. You're a manly man. You're a masculine man. You're an alpha man. You can't recover from that.
Ruby, that's
not true. Look at all the hell Chappelle went through because he wouldn't put on a dress. This is a humiliation ritual.
You're not making any sense. I literally said the opposite thing of what you're saying right now. And then you're talking about what Chappelle went through because he wouldn't put on a dress. I'm talking about being gay in real life and how that would destroy a person like Will Smith, who's an American hero. First of all, Dave Chappelle, not an American hero type. So they're not even the same type of typecasting, nor do they have the same type of career. So it's not even equal at all. Secondly, we're not talking about them having done the same thing. Now, if you can point me out someone who was a black American hero type like Denzel or Will Smith, who came out as I like sucking dick, and then he got to keep his career and is still worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That would then be the comparison you can make.
I'm gonna say
no.
I'm gonna say this, that again, like I told you, this is the reality. Black men right now, it's too late in the game. the rainbow power is stronger than the black masculine power. I don't give a shit how you feel about that. Show me what man has been able to spit at that truth and think they could walk away. That's not a...
Well, Tyrese resisted. Tyrese ain't never wore a dress.
Oh, stop. We just saw that nigga. We just saw that nigga just last 2 days ago. So,
not Tyrese. He was talking all that big stuff.
And like I said, and they got his son EJ, and they done got him. So that's how you get them. You attack your legacy. So you have to, and that's not me being rude about it. It's just that it's a fact. One way or the other, you don't have that political or resource power to.
It's a different argument, though.
So
you're talking about a different thing now.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Go ahead.
Because what we're looking at is that what I'm saying is that about these Diddy parties, about these recruitments and things that have been going on, that what they've been telling black men for so long, what is true black masculinity, dressing up, wearing gold, taking off his shirt, spraying champagne on each other, getting on stage and tonguing each other down and all this crazy shit. I was always told in songs, music videos, and all this other shit, these are the real black men. These are the champions that are going to save my community. But then these are the real demons that been doing the most fuck shit. Now, I'm finding about the Diddy parties. Y'all didn't start hearing about the Diddy parties in detail until more so in deal. We knew an inkling of a firefly, but y'all are now actually starting to hear about there's a special room.
I was about to say, don't forget Tupac was trying to drop little hints.
And he's dead. Every man that's
now they coming full blown out.
I don't know why everybody y'all name is dead. So that ain't, you can't say, well, forget that person. Yeah, we can't forget them. They all dead. They either dead, car crash, had an aneurysm. There's no way everybody who tried to say something is dead. Like, they literally have videos. Everybody who tried to speak about this shit is dead. At that point, you kind of know the boogeyman is not made to be fucked with. So, I'm sorry.
Star whackers.
Listen, I don't get... Y'all can say whatever y'all want about whatever kind of black empowerment. And don't get me wrong, I'm proud to be black. But I understand the powers that be that is going to chop down Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre, and all of old school, the old dog, they all are going to be, they're about to be wiped out. They know that. Either they're going to comply or lay down. So all your pastors, rich folks, and celebrities, this is why a lot of these men in these spaces, in this circumference of spaces, are not talking about that. Because their ideology of what they built up about a valuable man is now being destroyed before them. So that would mean their doctrines of what they've been talking about have all been bullshit. Same people y'all that they've been praying to. You got it with one of the most influential men in the world just called his whole $1 million mass of people sheeps, and not one person said shit. But just you can't get
PMP. Okay, you know what? I got something when you were watching it. I wanted to say something. So you know that religion refers to Christians, or the people who follow the disciples or whatever, right? The flock, so pastors call it their flock, right? Or their sheep or whatever. So as much as now, again, you can look at religion however you want for that terminology. But the reason why no one batted an eye is because they're used to being called the flock, or
Nah, Ruby. No, sis. No, sis. I love you. But they were called sheep for a reason. I understand when you call my pastor and my flock. But no, there's a reason why they say stop being sheep.
We're talking about sheep to the slaughter.
And those people are sheep. No matter what, if it wasn't that big of a reason, first off, watch the man's movements. Jakes was walking around back and forth, sweating, crying.
No, hold on. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the colloquial use of sheep, the way we use it now, right? Where the sheep will blindly go and whatever. It's like the colloquial use of lemmings. That's a relatively new thing. But the colloquial use of the word sheep and a flock, the shepherd's flock, and all of that type of terminology, that's been in Christianity for thousands of years, is what I'm saying. It's in the Bible, right? So now I'm not saying, hold on, I'm not saying that in that moment when TD Jakes, said it the way he said it, that he didn't literally mean it. It wasn't like a Freudian slip where he was saying, yeah, okay, my blind, deaf, and dumb people who will follow me off a cliff, right? That those people don't, my sheep, and that's why he said it that way, because it literally was the thing he meant, right? What I'm saying is the reason why the people no one's responded to it, and no Christian would respond to it in the way you are saying, is not because, oh, Christians are just so stupid. It's because they're used to hearing the terminology, because the terminology is even in the Bible. Right. So my mom even says that I've heard her use that terminology and whatever, and she doesn't do any of the shit, and she's not like that. But it's the terminology in the Bible. So you're used to hearing it. So you wouldn't bat an eye at hearing it, because it's normal to hear when pastors are talking about their church and their parishioners. It's a normal saying to say, is my point. That's why no one
when you're reading that book, you gotta pay attention to the bearing of fruit part, stuff of that nature, discernment.
Right, it's built into Christianity. That terminology is built into the King James Bible and into the terminology of Christianity now. Right, you're the sheep, so you're supposed to go to your pastor. Because before people had to, because most people didn't know how to read. So you go to your pastor, and your pastor tells you what the Lord's words are. The pastor tells you, this is what the Bible says, and this is how you interpret it, right? You guys are the sheep. You're literally the deaf, dumb, and blind, and you're going to this one person who can interpret the Lord's will for you. So it's built into Christianity, this idea that we are lower than and therefore less able to fully recognize the word of God and the desires of God and the heart of God and whatever, right? That's why you have pastors. Pastors are supposed to be closer to divinity and objectivity and able to discern things, right? That's what they're supposed to be. Yeah.
I look at these on basic levels. If they can read as good as I can read, we're both good to go in our understanding.
So one of the things about it, but I see Mike also unmuted. Mike, you want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Ruby on that point, because that is a term that's kind of loaded, but I kind of agree with the way that he used it. It's kind of weird the way he used it in that moment. He was like, my sheep will only listen to their whatever he was calling himself. Yeah, it was kind of like, don't listen to nobody else but me. Basically, that was like a slick way of kind of getting that message over. But yeah, inside the Bible really is talking about the nature of a sheep versus the nature of a goat. A goat won't listen. It does what it wants to do. It plays. It creates mischief. The sheep is a little bit more obedient. It's listening to the righteous. It's kind of easier to be led to the right direction. Of course, we know that sheep, can be stupid too. But so that's kind of
let me get it. I played 2 videos on purpose of TD Jakes talking. Okay. The first thing was him asking. And yeah, that's true. Kay, sheep are easy prey. They are easy. First off, I'm gonna tell you right now. That old man was having anxiety on that stage. That man was stuttering. That man was worried.
That's true. That's
that
true.
Man was stuttering. That
was true.
I would agree.
So you cannot. There's nothing we can say that literally he had to answer to his congregation, to those people that idolize him. Now the thing about it. Now here's the contradictory. First off, you lied on the stage. You just said, I don't have to worry about it and I'm not going to address it. Then no longer than less than 2 minutes, you're still talking about it. So that means you did not believe in the bullshit you were saying. So when I say when you want to confuse the Negro, do it in a song. Play it in some music. Start rapping and dancing. It's like Uncle Ruckus said, the Negro will start to rap, to dance, to sing, because he knows not what he's hearing. So once he started rhyming and start calling them all kind of things that sound like biblical prophecy and bullshit, you heard the old mammies in the back. Oh, yeah, Pastor. Yes. Nigga, he's saying y'all are stupid. He's not giving y'all no prophetic word.
That reminds me of the troll movie.
He's
You know the movie with all those little trolls that could sing and they could do all these different.
Right, like that's the whole, like why. That's why.
Are you talking about Gremlins?
So
no, it's a movie where it's like these little. It's like I never actually seen it, but it's just I look at the commercial. I think it's like a little animation, and it's like these little trolls that they can do all these different little talents, and they be just singing and stuff.
So the thing
That's
about
all.
it,
I never actually seen the movie, so it's just funny.
Oh,
so the thing about it is this. And this is why I say more stuff is coming, and he's worried because things are now connecting to the church, and this is why. And see, here's the thing about it: if it wasn't so, why do politicians go to the church to go talk to black people? Why do they do that? Other groups they don't.
The flock.
Do that. They you know why? But they see them as sheep. They see them as a flock.
Because they are.
They're a flock.
That's not true.
But we are a flock.
No,
hey, come on, BMT. Nah, aren't you a flock?
No. You could talk to me at a library. You could talk to me at a community hall center. You ain't got to go to no damn church. First of all, church and politics are supposed to stay separate. Why is the politician in the church?
Are you serious? Because
it's a crowd. It's a flock there. You're about to eat that. That's a
who was the president in like the 70s? Was that Reagan?
Do you hear yourself
president?
Now? You're mixing politics. Why? Tell me when Jesus ever got involved with politics.
Literally because I'm literally telling you when it actually got involved. Because prior to, I think it's Reagan. Who the hell is that guy? The guy he was originally he was kind of like, I don't really care about abortion one way or the other. And then by the time he was running for president, he was staunchly anti-abortion because he found a block that he could get on in his corner if only he, took hard stances against abortion, which were the evangelicals, right? Maybe he's the one. Yeah, I think he's the president who was talking about how crack cocaine was found right outside of the White House.
That was George Bush Sr. Bush Sr.
Who?
No, Senior was after.
No, that was George Bush Sr. He said you could buy the crack. We literally bought this crack right outside the White House. They set it up. I forgot the man's name that they set up.
Who was right before that guy? Who was right before Bush?
That was Reagan.
That was Reagan.
Okay, I was right. So it's Reagan. So the person I'm talking about is Reagan. Reagan is the one who brought church or religion into politics because he got the evangelicals and he realized he could get a massive block and win by a landslide by just giving them politically what they wanted, which was a hard stance against abortion, right? So, and that's what he did. And that's really when people started going to the churches and appealing to the churches and saying, listen, I'll give you your religious desires if only you vote for me. Right, that's really when that started happening. It was after Reagan went and got the evangelicals. So yeah,
That's probably true. I can remember some of that, but I don't really remember too much in Reagan. But I mean, that sounds true.
The irony is this, and this is why I said, listen, a lot of these people, again, you throw a figurehead that the government so chooses and ordains as a speaker for you, you're a fucking fool. You're a fucking fool. Like now, all of a sudden, the system loves your chosen one. They love your Moses. And the irony about this is, T.D. Jakes has been caught hands down so many times in contradictories in his own goddamn home. They don't even know how to fuck with this man.
People say pants down. Come on now, BMT. That was a perfect opportunity.
So like I said.
But BMT, I'm gonna play a little bit. I mean, I don't want to say devil advocate, but I guess I am being this way. I'm going to say that you got to actually prove that we're not sheep, because we can say we're not sheep. We can say we don't want to be sheep, but what is the evidence, that the public is not sheep, whether you're inside of a church, whether you're inside of the hip hop club, okay, the rapper is your pastor, whether you are what? Let's say you're a political puppet. Let's say you're up in Democrats and Republicans, RPR or whoever. It's like they tell you and you do. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a tough question, Mike. What's to say you're not a sheep even if you're a person that's speaking out against this stuff?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just really trying to. I mean, because I know we don't want to admit like, oh, I ain't no sheep. Shit. I think for myself. But it's like at some point, everybody is a sheep. Whether you're sitting up in somebody's classroom as a kindergartner, learning whatever you're learning, just certain points in time, we are easier to manipulate. I just believe that is and so you got to have what you call the pastor, because you sitting out a pastor. You're trying to, somebody's leading you. We hate hearing this. But at some point in our lives, somebody is leading us. And if that person, it's supposed to be, we put our trust in, it's true. At certain points in time. Now, of course, at certain points in time, we're grown and then, we have all the thoughts and we're strong and all that stuff. But yeah, at certain points in our time, there's like this teacher, like you said, let's say you go to the classroom, you're a 17-year-old and your teacher's kind of fine and she's 24. And she done whipped it out on you, and you're like, "Oh, dang, Miss whoever." But that, that's wrong though. Like we said, whoever. So it's just like, I think that in that context, if you think about it, there's going to be a certain percentage of people who are sheep, and I mean, I think if it's just a simple fact. It just is. We can pretend like that doesn't happen. Now, maybe at this time we're older. We done had our experience under our belt. And now we're like, no, we ain't sheep. But, at some point in time, you were a sheep.
Mike, let me ask you this.
Yep.
Did you go out and buy Christmas presents?
No.
Why not? Everybody else was going out there to do it. Why didn't you?
I don't do that. I don't do that.
But don't you believe in the Christmas spirit? Don't you believe in?
Well, I believe in Jesus Christ, Mass. So yeah, I will Mass for Christ. But this is to me, it's Saint Nicholas. So that's a different thing to me. Okay, so I mean, I just don't do it. It's all good. I don't be mad at people who do their thing.
Okay, so what I'm showing is, there is doctrines and programs you can look at and participate in, but it's not a cardinal sin, because mind you, and I don't know how far y'all are in your Bible, but even Jesus even told them, like, listen, don't just take my word for it. Go study it and show thyself thy own approval. Now that's from Jesus. Jesus said, listen, I can tell you that. That don't mean you got to just run with it. Go find out for yourself. But just because a man is on a pulpit with a nice pearly suit, or a woman, and they have gold chains on and adorned, don't mean you need to listen. And the thing about it is, if that leader is called into question, you do have the right to question them. However, this is my job. It's not your job. I'm called for this. You can go back and play what he said. Y'all don't got to listen to what the fuck I said. Listen to what he said. Listen how he's crying. Listen how he's having a meltdown. Now, if he believes in his spirituality the way he says he does.
Yeah, because he said it was his job. You're right. That's deep. But anyway,
mind you, I can take and look at his context of everything he said. That's when people start to look at Jake's more differently. But they're like, if this is just a rumor, why are you answering to it? Why are you being bothered by it? Why are you having a meltdown and crying and hollering on stage and shit? must be something realistic about. I've been this 50 years. Whoa. We don't need to know your fucking works because something is amiss, and there are pictures and things that are coming up that you yourself cannot control. And see, they've already caught you with your son and your son and your daughters and your children doing all kind of crazy shit more times than we could count. You done fucked up plenty of times. Now all of a sudden we find out about you that why would a minister be at a P. Diddy party?
Right.
So you need to tell me what pastoring were you doing at the Diddy party? But I can promise you ain't no Jesus at Diddy party.
But was he trying to save their souls?
I don't know.
Well, no, he was trying to be a power bottom. That's what he was trying to do.
Oh my God!
And very successful.
You know what? And I'm gonna be real. Now I'm gonna be real.
No.
Hey, listen. I feel some kind of way. Like I said in the chat.
Save your pastor, then. Save your pastor.
I hate when somebody could just get on like a TV or some sort of screen and say this person did this, and then everybody just pretend like it's just done. It's over. There is no trial. The person did it. Period. And that's why I try to give him a more of a benefit of a doubt, because I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna fall into that trap. But then when you play those videos and he said, we gonna focus on God. We're not gonna talk about no lies. So I was like, oh, okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, you can't tell me you got lost. You and your wife got lost at a Diddy party.
Man, oh my goodness.
You live in Texas. This nigga has a house in Florida and a house in New York. There's no way you're telling me you got lost at a Diddy party.
No, it wasn't him. What you mean?
Okay, so y'all can try to say again. The word calling them a sheep was so much fitting.
He was trying to save their
Hey,
soul.
Jesus is the Lamb of God. I don't know. That's even more docile than at least the sheep are thrown out.
All of y'all who believe TD Jakes are lambs to the slaughter.
Jesus is the Lamb of God. I'm just saying, listen, terminology, church terminology. Something. Jesus is the Lamb of God. Jesus Christ, Lamb of God. Most powerful person to ever walk this earth. Lamb of God. That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell y'all, religion is a tool. Religion is a tool. It is the most powerful and dangerous tool that man has ever created. You get to speak life and death into anything, anything, and say that I am ordained by. This is why you swear unto God, and you can choose. That's why they say swear on the Bible. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth? Literally, and they say justice is blind. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Y'all listening to goddamn these motherfuckers. I mean, the elites have their own church. They don't fellowship with y'all.
Same, yep.
They don't fellowship with y'all. They have their own elite church that you will never see what goes on in there. But now you finding about the elite pastors getting booped over, meeting up with
think about this though.
Nah, man.
But I don't like somebody said I forgot I think somebody said in the chat earlier. They was like I think it was Bishop. He was like these entertainers and somebody are not elites. And I think I know what he was talking about, but I think for the black folks, kind of in our sight, these are kind of our elite, kind of they're put up there for us to kind of attain to or whatever. But I think that's what he meant. Like these people are not really in control or something like that.
Well, see, that's the thing said, like, that's why I said, and maybe it's time we start breaking off from this running to go be entertainers.
Yes, yeah. See,
You gotta, all these, I'm an alpha.
Mm.
I'm an alpha. I'm a buck.
Oh my God, animals.
Yeah, y'all want to be considered animals.
See, instead of a sheep, you want to be a buck or a wolf or alpha wolf and all these.
So
Yeah,
we're
you're
hearing
right.
a lot of these dudes, a lot of these
Yeah.
dudes getting buck broken. So it can't be that damn good if y'all getting buck broken. Y'all getting screwed over.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all getting tongued down in front of millions of people. Come on now. Y'all had Usher
Okay,
get up there.
BMT, my phone's gonna die, just so you know. So if it dies, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's like 1%, so it's gonna die like just now. But this conversation has been great. I wish I could stay longer, but unfortunately, my phone is gonna die. I don't have my charger right now.
I want to hear what I'll be that news has to say, but I will pull up. Don't be scared.
Well, okay. I'll get Zell to maybe me and Zell will do an impromptu update on TD Jakes because I know he did the first story. So maybe we'll pop in for like an hour because we're not doing anything till the new year.
You know Zell's so that's gonna hurt.
Is he? Actually, I didn't know that at all. I should talk to people.
Zell's a minister.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, I will tell Zell. I'll talk to him and let's see if we can get you on then for a special update. Since we're not doing a real show until the new year, so we'll see if we can get you in for a special update. We'll battle it on, and I'll be that news. All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and that's it.
All right. See you there.
That's all right.
Like I said, listen, man. All I'm trying to tell a lot of y'all men, again, y'all can if y'all look at that video for yourself. Don't believe BMT. Go look at how TD Jakes buckled. Look how he was crying.
He buckled. I'm just hearing this buck breaking everywhere.
He's like, look at how he was crying and shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Start playing music and
oh my God. And then he started explaining. You see, he was talking to somebody. Not to the general crowd. He started talking to really specific people. You could tell that knew what he was saying, but everybody didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You know when people talk in certain code where you don't understand what they're saying, but you know somebody out here knows what they're talking about specifically.
Right.
He was like, all these certain people I helped you, and I helped this, and I did this for you. Like,
now hold up. Now pause. Who else did that?
I'm trying to. That's a standard type of defense mechanism, ain't it? I hear.
R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, yep, you're right. That's when people feel betrayed, they're like, y'all gonna throw me to the wolves.
Go listen to R. Kelly. Breaking down and crying.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
What did he start doing? Crying and going over how he
helped me.
How y'all forget what I done for y'all? How I helped y'all.
See?
Now fast forward to TD Jakes.
See? Yep.
What's going
That's
on?
when, like you said, he was having a nervous breakdown right there.
Again, I told you, I'm BMT. I'm good at what I do on these type of things, and I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's the reason why.
Here's a real question, right quick. It's gonna be kind of conspiracy theorist, but honestly, MK Ultra was deeply used in the Hollywood scene, and even his pastor is known for Hollywood stunts and stuff. So it's like, you think MK Ultra could still be going on in Hollywood, and this is why once they're exposed, these people are losing their mind because the whole brainwash scheme is coming undone.
Well, that's what Kanye said. So BMT. That's why I say, look, it kind of to me goes back to what I was saying. Like, they kind of took us from, okay, so the pastor said them was sheep, right? And I'm saying, okay, true enough. And somebody in the chat said, once you've grown, you should be, leading yourself, right? Which is, I agree with that. But at the same time, that's the reason why I'm like, okay, just because it's just everybody's saying this at the same time. All these fingers are pointing to one or two people, and we just no court, no real. I mean, we seen this stuff about some and had these suspicions about these same people for years and years and years, but all of a sudden somebody has decided, okay, now's the time that this needs to be, dealt with, and we just go with it like a little sheep. You know what I mean? We just decide, okay, I guess it's time to throw them in jail with R. Kelly. Now, that's why I said they need to either, because Russell Simmons knows, so they need to find a house next to Russell, or they're gonna be in a cell next to R. Kelly. Either way, to me, I've been gone. I would just leave.
He's like, hey man, I'm not taking my chances.
Because I was sitting there thinking about this. All right, in our lifetime, when we was growing up, you was crazy if you believed in aliens and UFOs and that being
true.
possible.
That's true.
Now they talking about it's a real thing. Maybe Ye's not crazy.
Oh no! I mean, come on now, he ain't real crazy. He's smart. To me, I don't.
Maybe that's PTSD.
It's just like people thought George Bush was stupid, which he kind of stupid, but he ain't real stupid because how people can pretend crazy and just to get money.
Think about the Ye we first seen, to the Ye snatching a microphone, to the Ye now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he's not crazy. Maybe it's PTSD.
You talking about no? If you got $1 billion and then you got 400, even after all they did to you, you still got like 400 something million. After all that, you are just playing because you want people to underestimate you. That's what you're doing. There is no way you could tell me that a man that came from living in a Chicago neighborhood, even though he wasn't super poor, but he was middle class, and just from an entertainment, industry, just music, came up with some $1 billion and making deals all across the world with people, just strategizing, able to hold rich companies that's 100 years old, Adidas, to contracts. And man, come on. You think this man's actually stupid and crazy?
Let me play
He's going to act that way because he wants you to underestimate him, and it works all the time.
Well, to me, crazy and stupid are two different things, though.
Okay, well, maybe that's true. I can see that. I can see that.
Let me play this for y'all, bro. Let me play this for you guys.
He said he was some of the elder pastors then put that zest on him, allegedly. Okay, and people are saying he's talking about TD Jakes. Check this out.
Hey fam, those that have been watching me, I've been saying that in 2024 it's going to be the year of exposure, and God is exposing certain people that normally was able to use their power, their influence, and their money to silence people. Those days are over. And before I hear people saying that, oh, this is some tear in the body of Christ, the Holy Spirit is a spirit of truth. So before you say, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm, that's a nescient statement, because that scripture is referring to Israel. You're taking the scripture out of context. And if the Holy Spirit is a spirit of truth, then speaking truth is not sowing tears. It's bringing reformation and healing. In my 20s, I got to be around some of the biggest men and women of God. And I got to witness things because I got to see them without their armor. One of the things that really happens and seldom talk about is that there's something called grooming. And it happens in the Pentecostal church. It happens in many churches, but I'm referring to the Black church specifically. And what that means is that there'll be a bishop, a pastor, apostle, someone who has big conferences. Everybody knows, oh my God, they're the holy man of God. And they will pick their victims and they groom them. And it first goes through stage one where they ask questions. What are you into? What do you like? You need to tell daddy everything. And so they're using verbosity, and they're using this type of garrulous narrative to try to make you feel comfort, to make you build comfort with their victim. And then from there, it goes into stage two. And stage two is where it begins to become sexual. And it first starts by either making facetious jokes, making little statements, innuendos, and then it goes into the questions of what turns you on? What do you like sexually? You need to tell me that because I need to know, because I need to be able to pray for you. So it's almost like a psychological power game that they're playing with you. And in your head, if you say something wrong, they project it on you. They body shame you. Oh, you're too sexual. Oh, look at your body. Oh, you're the one that's making me do this. Oh, you. And so you have that in the back of your head. And then you also have in their head of their dumb, misinformed followers who are pushing this predatory narrative because they're so in awe with either trying to be like them, either worshiping them, or not worshiping God, or worshiping their denomination or where they come from. And so they're not even there seeing with the eyes of truth, but they're there seeing out of carnality. And so they're sitting up there and they're protecting them. And the leader, the bishop, the pastor, they know this. And so they know and they feel invisible. Oh, I can get away with this. I just have to make a statement to my church. I just have to tell them. And they're never going to question. Why is it so many people? Why is it always coming up? Why is everybody lying? So everybody's lying. Where there's a mouse, there's mice. And then it goes into the third stage. And the third stage is where they try to become intimate with you. And if you do not allow this, they drop you. They treat you like you're nothing. And they abandon that young male or that young woman. But from my experience, I can only speak from a young male point of view. They abandon that young male and they treat them like they're nothing because they didn't acquiesce to what they wanted sexually. And they look for another victim. And they know they can get away with it because their followers are not people that love the Lord. They worship the pastor. They worship the bishop. They're not seeking for truth. And so this is the day and age that we're in. And I still believe that there are believers that do not worship personality, so to speak. They don't care who you are. I don't care if you're bishop this, prophet this, apostle that. But they really love the Lord. And so they really are worshiping the spirit of truth, which is Jesus. And they really are about that. And so they can see past that. I want to say to victims that might not have a platform or might feel like you're going to be judged, so you can't say nothing, because this is what they try to tell you. You're going to be judged. You can't say nothing. You're sowing seed of tear. You know, God is the judge. Yeah, we know God is the judge, but God judges people also through legal systems. God judges people also through other people. There's a group of Christians, and we're here, and we believe in you, and we're here to support you. And if you've been feeling in your heart that you can't say nothing, now's the time for you to speak out.
Well, I just want y'all to know. Listen, man. Look,
If somebody touching you, say something.
Say something. Say something. You know,
it's the day to do it.
If you're stuck at this type of church. Mike, what do y'all think I got to do to get that powerful?
Hey, you got to be a pastor so you can control the minds of the sheep. You know, that's a real power. You thinking that's a game? That's real.
I want to know.
You're looking at power. Goodness, y'all.
I tell you, y'all.
Man, hey, but see, BMT, that's what I'm saying though. We be laughing at people, but you know, if you think about it, on a different level, it's not church though. On a different level, it happens in different circles like that. If you got, let's say, for example, what's that Christian dude? What's this? He was talking. I think he accused Tyler Perry, right?
Oh Lord, he's already up there on the spike right now.
But see, because you messed up. See, look, so Tyler Perry is kind of still he's in that zone where people love them. And see, when you love somebody, you don't want to hate them. So that's kind of where these church people kind of get into. They okay, they be loved over here. They did this good stuff. They did this good stuff. They did that good thing, and it'd be really good stuff. Help this person, help that person. So they probably got like, let's say they helped 100 people for real, truly helped them. And then they like, oh, no, I got this little hankering of some sin that I want to do. This one right here, you're going to get abused. So they feel like, because, God, you let me have these, I helped 150 people. Give me this little one here that I can just kind of take my little abuse out on and make them shut up, just like that the other brother talked about.
Lord.
And that's what's going on. These people are satiating their little mentality of their sickness on, let's say, one or two people, and they justify it probably in their brain, like with, I built the school and I built the church, and if it wasn't for me, then you wouldn't have paid your rent. And so what's going to happen is, if those little one or two people say, "Hey, this is what the pastor is doing," or "This is what Tyler Perry is doing," well, he bought me a house, or he did this, or gave this, or he took care of the city of Atlanta, this little dilapidated area. You can't accuse him of these things. You see what I'm saying?
Can we
So,
ever talk back to this type of person or call out this type of person?
well, if you do, then the people that they've actually legitly helped, that's who's going to be your enemy. And that's what's that's why it's hard for people to
see, that's too powerful for
speak
me.
up.
That's too powerful, because even so all three of us are men of the household.
Right.
Well, all three of us are men of our household. But one thing that we also have to understand, and is here, if we were to step out of line, we too are able to be called out.
Exactly.
So at what point do you get in power that you yourself can be called out in your own house?
Well, in our houses, it could happen too. But if you keep yourself I feel like if you keep a house where everybody is able to be honest, and then that keeps you in check too. Because I think somebody in the chat earlier said too much power kind of corrupts, and what ends up happening is, that's true. Like, you get up in the church. Let's say you BMT become like a big deal up in South Carolina, and all these folks that you've helped, and then let's say you become powerful, and then little thoughts pop in your mind, really and truly I could do this. You know what I'm saying? You start to look at people that come to you, and let's say they want your help, something like that, and it's a devilish thought might pop in your head, like, because you know what you can get away with. Let's say you decide not to do it, but let's say you decide not to do something bad 100 times, but then the 101 time you're like, you know what, I could, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous. That's a dangerous position to be in for a human. And so that's kind of, as I said, like the whole way the system is kind of set up, and the way we set stuff up, it creates this pitfall. So true enough, the person, has to be punished. Of course, you got to punish bad behavior, but you also got to look at how this stuff is set up, because you set up things in a way where a person does get to that point where they could actually, like, what I think I seen Geno Jennings, that you know who Geno Jennings is, right? That Geno Jennings is a pastor he's out of Philadelphia, but he's really famous. He's real charismatic. Anyway, I can't describe him exactly, but I know he was talking about how Jesus ain't white, and he hit the sign. And anyway, he's a big church person, but I think they wasn't paying him enough or something, and they was trying to the deacons of the church was trying to hold him to task. And that was even though it was kind of funny, they was arguing with them, but that's kind of good because it keeps it's somebody who can hold you accountable, who's watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't gonna let you get like that because that's dangerous. It's actually very dangerous. You know, if any of us could, if we get some, but that's not to say that we shouldn't be striving to try to, empower ourselves and what have you. But at the same time, we just need to know, like, when you set up your structure, you can't let yourself get too. Because I think that's kind of what we're seeing with, especially with the Hollywood stuff. It's like these people, they're in this environment, they see this stuff happening to everyone else. The perpetrators are not being punished. Just like when what's that man's name? Terry Crews got his thing grabbed by some guy
Oh
in
yeah,
Hollywood.
man.
People laughed at Terry, but we still don't know who
They
that
got
is.
on him. Even his wife got on him.
But we still don't know who that is. That's sexual assault. Dude should be in jail, right?
Listen, I try to tell y'all. But tomorrow I'm gonna do a talk. I'm gonna do a talk later on tomorrow about consent. And
I'm not an alpha male. I don't think. Somebody said I'm an alpha male. No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell y'all that. Listen, I'm gonna do a conversation tomorrow about consent. I'm trying to tell y'all men that
man, too. Okay, yeah, that's good. Keep going. I just thought of
consent.
something when you
Yeah,
said that.
I'm gonna wrap
Yeah,
this up.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do. We're gonna have a conversation about consent.
Right. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, because consent. I'm gonna try to get a few ladies on for that one also.
Mm-hmm.
Consent. It doesn't play out like y'all think. Again, that does not play out like y'all keep saying the law, the law, the law, the law, the law. You know what? Many men are sitting in behind bars right now saying, well, where the fuck was the law?
Right.
And they lost their whole lives.
It's a woman, a teacher, and but it's what Ruby said. It's kind of in line with what she said. Yeah, it's something like that. It's a woman that was accused of that in, I think it was South Carolina or North Carolina.
That shit,
Yeah, she in
listen,
jail now because of that.
consent does not work. It does not. Let a police officer let you get pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
Say, well, my girlfriend's 17. I'm 22 years old. I'm taking her home. They're gonna be like, well, young lady, what are you doing in the car with that man? Oh, I'm 17. Good luck explaining that to that state trooper.
I consent.
I consent. I consent. Ain't no damn. Listen, and if I gotta go, Diddy, please come here real quick. Like, y'all, that consent shit, y'all gotta stop saying that shit, man. That shit does not work. That is only a Romeo and Juliet thing. That a minor, a teenager cannot consent with an adult under no time. You try saying that shit when you get pulled over. You better hope to God you could play off that you a Uber driver or some shit.
Well, I'll say it like this too, and I'm about to get off. But there's a thing I was screaming about it a while ago, but it seems like people didn't really care. But in California, it's a little thing called, I think it's SB 145, where
I know about
they
that.
let 24-year-olds mess with 14-year-olds. But this person still got to go to jail or something, but they can get it written off their record, which is weird. And that was put in by Kamala Harris's friend, there's a senator in the state. But that's why I was telling her, like, the law is really what people say it is and enforce in that area, in that jurisdiction. That's what the law is. So,
right, y'all gotta leave that. We're gonna have to have a conversation as men about this consent shit. But a lot of y'all men, I don't want to see y'all locked the fuck up. go ahead and get a 17-year-old pregnant and say she consented. Good luck explaining that at the hospital.
Yep.
There's nothing. Well, don't worry. We used to go to school. Good luck explaining that shit at the hospital. I can promise you, the minute that nurse leaves out, we got one. Yep. Still upstairs. Okay. Y'all be thinking that these judges, listen, the law is whatever the fuck that judge slams that gavel and says it is. That's the law. Once you get slapped with that shit, it's over. I don't care. I told my nephew, how old is she? Well, I'm 18. How old is she? Well, she's old enough. I ain't actually. Are you still in school? No. She's still in school? Yeah. Break it off. Break it off. Stop talking to her. Because I don't want you to take no risk that you going by that damn school. You're a grown man now. In the eyes of the world, you a grown man with goddamn facial hair going by that school. You graduated. Don't you take your ass by no damn school. I call this boy my nephew. I treat him like my own. But I told him, I said, I get it. You like her. But that girl's still in school. She's a junior. You ain't in school no more, boy. You graduated last year. Fall the fuck back. You go to work. Tell her it was nice knowing you. But her mom.
That's hard for kids. They don't want to listen, boy.
It's you don't have to listen. I said, you don't have to listen to me. But see, you're going to listen to that man with that blue medal on his chest. You don't got to listen to me.
Yeah.
It only takes one time with them cameras on that schoolyard, see you talking to that child. Now, last time I checked, whenever they put y'all black asses on the news, they call you a man. They don't call you no child. They call you a man. Now, these older men that were talking to these consenting young ladies, they're sweating bullets because we're in a different time now. And that shit's not going to fly. Now everything that they worked hard for is right now on the burner right now. What we thought was okay, sorry. See TD Jakes right now sweating and crying, calling, go.
That's what messed up for. He is messed up because that's the fear. The fear. That's what it was. It was fear. And we seen that in that clip. He shouldn't have got his butt out there if he didn't want to say nothing. Because he should not, because that you can't hold that. He's terrified.
But I want to hear you and Leroy break that down.
Yeah, because Leroy already talked. We talked a little bit about it, but he gonna throw TD to the wolves. He done.
If it's that bad,
but Leroy actually, I think he was a member of. You remember Eddie Long in Atlanta? The thing,
right?
With he is a member of that church.
Oh no! So, I gotta hear what Leroy got to say.
Oh yeah, so we're probably going. That'll be a good thing.
They tell you if you are that bad, you don't need to go. Listen, that podium is warfare. It's mental warfare. Once you are that distraught, somebody else should have gone up there. Somebody else should have and I didn't notice that until you said that. He wasn't talking to his congregation. He was talking to some people specifically. That's why he said, I'm doing a job. He wasn't talking to his congregation.
Yep. He was like, as long as I'm and see, you can hear him say, as long as I'm the lead pastor of this, such and such and such. You see, so that's telling you, like, I'm still here, and that might change. That's like little signals and stuff. So I'm like,
so well, it was good while we had you, Jakes. It was good while we had you.
You going straight into the pokey. That's a shame they call it the pokey, but anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys later. Take care. I hope y'all enjoyed
Peace
it.
out.
Like, share, subscribe. Check out my guy, Super Mike. I can't wait. I'm gonna send him the video. I'm gonna send him the video. I'm gonna drop it. Let me put it in the back right now because
Yeah, go ahead and send that. That's gonna be interesting.
that man, y'all, you know it's something when y'all got TD Jakes himself sweating and crying on stage. A grown man crying and sweating on stage in front of millions of people, and you got people trying to. It's okay, Pastor. He don't give a shit what y'all got to say. He knows it's about his time. You know it's his time. All right, y'all. Much love to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Fair
Peace
use.
out.
Peace out.
Catch you later.
See you, Exile. Much love to y'all.